This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, beer drinkers. Do you find that your beer not only fills you up, it binds you up? You need a beer that will help you loosen up. Introducing the beer that not only tastes great, it packs a mega high-fiber wallop. It's the first beer that's also a laxative. We call it Shats.
Oh, God. That's it.
S-H-A-T''S. Shats.
All the cats tip their hats to the man who's drinking Shats. The man who needs some fiber in his brew. Shats beer. When all is said and done, we're not yet number one, but Shats is always number two.
Hi, I'm Phil Throne from the Schatz Brewing Company. Pour yourself a Schatz and see why it's making a splash all over the country. Schatz, the laxative beer. Schatz is brewed with the highest quality hops and barley. Then we add our secret ingredient, whole kernel corn. Not too much, just a pinch. Every Schatz beer is fortified with 12 essential vitamins, so you're always guaranteed a good, healthy Schatz. Schatz is available in the 6-ounce little squirt or the 64-ounce big lager. And every Schatz is tapered at one end, so your can won't slam shut. We here at Schatz are saddened by the recent passing of Adolf Schatt, founder of the Schatt Family Brewery, better known as the Old Brick Schatt House. In fact, Adolf loved his beer so much, his last wish was to be interred in a giant vat of Schatz. So come on, when it's time to take a load off, crack open a Schatz.
You will say, hooray, 'cause relief is on its way. No more irregularity for you. Schatz beer. Give a Schatz a pop, and soon you'll hear a plop. Schatz is nature's perfect brew. Schatz.
Don't just take any beer. Take a Schatz. And for you teetotalers, try our new high-fiber non-alcoholic beer. We call it O-Stool. O-Stools. Sample one today. And don't forget Schatz Light, Schatz Dark. And for those with diverticulitis, proctitis, and polyposis, doctors direct them to try new Schatz Red. Schatz Beer, a division of Frigamel Industries, Flushing, New York.
That was disgusting, is what she said.
Yep. Stand by that.
Really?
Funny, but disgusting.
Go take a Schatz break. Hello and welcome. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey there.
Working on a tea bag over there.
I think we need a name for Josh.
There's Ace Cosby.
He has one, Josh.
How about Josh? There's Willie Griswold.
The J-Man.
I'm Chick McGee. Pat Godwin taking a day. And here's Tom.
I mean, do you think Josh needs some kind of cool nickname? Like we've got the Babe, George Herman Babe Ruth. Does Josh need to be like Teabag, my man?
I don't think that's a good name.
He's steeping some tea right now. What do you think, Chick? You had any ideas for this?
Josh, bad man. No, Josh.
Well, the brand of tea,
Bigelow.
Christy and I,
Bigelow.
about Joshy Bigelow.
Well, but then you got Josh Too Big Bigelow.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
Too Big. Remember Ed Too Tall Jones?
Sure, because he was too tall.
Great. What a great nickname.
That's right.
Is he a basketball player?
Close. Keep going. How could you be too tall in the basketball world?
He was on a team that I just unbelievable.
Christy,
Just
I thought that was a
dislike
fair
so
guess.
much.
Football?
Yeah, he's on a team I dislike
No,
very much.
it was midget
The
wrestling.
Dallas Cowboys?
Yes. Too tall. Yeah, he was 4 feet. It was too tall.
Out of the league.
In the midget wrestling.
He could have been too tall, like the tallest guy in the basketball
Right,
world
after
at
all,
the
it's just
time.
a nickname, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's not, yeah.
Whose side are you on here?
Saying that was a fair guess.
How about nickname Kiss Ass?
I bet if you asked, if you put up a
Now, that
poll,
sounds
Wow.
like something. That sounds like something.
who was Too Tall Jones, but I bet 50% of the people would say that he was a basketball player.
If they didn't know who
If
he
they
was.
didn't know who
Yeah.
he was.
No, the people are everybody's too short. Maybe
I'm just saying.
no, everybody's tall in basketball. That don't make no sense.
Again, it's just a nickname.
Isn't Too Short a rapper or something?
Yeah.
Too Short.
What about Joshy Matz? Because Joshua Matthews, your middle name. Joshy Matz. Oh, old Joshy Matz rolled in this morning with a good one.
These sound like great badass nicknames, Josh. You don't seem enthusiastic. You want something more poetic?
Joshua Matthews.
No,
Something more English majory?
Yeah, how about Books?
You know, the
Joshy
reason
Books.
I'm not really saying much is because you know I have no choice in any of this. Whenever you present an idea like this, I sit back and just let it happen because my
ask you this.
opinion means dog crap.
Yeah.
When it comes to these sort of
Let me ask you this. You were an English teacher in South Korea.
yeah.
So he says there's no way to check.
And did you have a nickname over there? What did they call you?
Joshy teacher, yeah.
They called you Joshy teacher?
Yeah, that's what all my students called me.
Oh, creative writing class.
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. Yeah.
Did your fellow teachers call you Mr. Arnold? What was Josh, or was Joshy teacher something that, did they all get that kind of treatment? Were they all?
Yeah.
Would Christy be Christy teacher?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, really?
And I would be Josh teacher, but the SH is pronounced she over there.
Oh,
So-
okay. So yeah, but Joshy teacher really isn't a great mafia nickname, is it?
No,
I don't know.
mafia nickname.
We got a problem here. We got to call the teacher.
Yeah.
Get the teacher on the phone.
Is it usually like the professor?
You know why they call him the teacher? He's going to teach him a lesson.
I think if I were in the mafia,
This is good stuff, and you're ignoring it. Teach him a lesson. They call him the teacher. He's a hitman.
That is good, Chick.
This is a series of movies in Hollywood. The teacher. Have you seen the
Yo,
new teacher
teach.
movie? Teach.
That's all they have to yell is "Yo, teach,"
Yo,
and I come
teach.
out and take care of whatever
And
it is.
he's up on a building, his raincoat fluttering. Here comes the teach. But go ahead, just crap all over.
I think it'd be more like the professor.
And then I take somebody out from afar, and then I look right at the camera and go, "Class dismissed."
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
now we're talking.
The teacher.
Yeah, you gotta have that. Yeah, the teach. You don't
You
think
wouldn't know a good idea but bitch you in the ass.
you don't like the professor better?
No.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm yelling.
okay. We got a lot going on today in sports.
It's happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Our long national nightmare is over.
Thank God.
Jesus has finally left and come home to Chicago or wherever he's going.
New York.
New York. Yeah, that's
I
it.
think,
yeah.
President Franco is dead, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Jet. Who knew?
Oh, that's funny.
Fast forward to next year at this time. Well, we don't know if Aaron's going to re-sign with the Jets. He's having trouble. They missed the playoffs, of course. So
Claims he hates it here, hates the people,
hates the people,
hates the weather.
hates the press. He's going to go into a room of darkness. I don't know if he's ever coming out again.
He
but-
called the mayor dickless. It got really
Yeah,
inappropriate.
it was awful.
Well, it'll be.
What we're talking about is, yes, it's been made official.
I'll get to the terms later that are long and boring, but Aaron Rodgers is officially, as I'm speaking, a member of the New York Jets.
And several sports talk show hosts in New York are fully erect all morning long. It's going to be phone calls.
As we speculated, the Jets and the Packers switched first-round draft picks, and if it was going to happen, it had to happen before the NFL draft, which is day after tomorrow. So
okay,
that's how it's happening.
We'll get to that coming up. And then he is, you said this yesterday, with respect, he's not going to wear... He had Joe Namath's blessing to wear number 12, but he's choosing not to.
You know, I don't think, if I'm a Jets fan, like a hardcore Jets fan, I don't want him to wear 12.
Mm-hmm. I think he probably thought about it.
And I've seen him in a mock-up, like you know how they can do anything with pictures, and they had him in a number 8 jersey, a number 8 Jets.
That's what he wore at Cal.
Yeah, so I thought, just go to 8. I wouldn't even mess with 12. There's no way.
Yeah, and that was Namath's Super Bowl 69.
Super Bowl 3, so whatever year. Yeah, okay, I think it was 69.
Nice. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I guess Namath said it'd be fine, but he's choosing not to. We'll get all this interesting information, or some of it is interesting.
He was the Namath of the game.
Coming up, more.
That's the Namath of the game.
Now, once again, great remark. He's just steamrolling it right. Teacher. And the name, not the name of the game, the Namath of the game. No,
you got to. If you're going to do that, you've got to have more stuff that.
So the Namath of the Gameth?
Yeah, quoth the Namath, kind of a.
Quoth the Namath.
Never. Okay, never. We'll work on all these things. Yesterday we had a pretty severe story. There's an even worse one out there today, which I'm not going to even talk about. But
now you've talked about it.
Now you have.
No, you don't believe me. This one involved a. Alligator lopping off a guy's leg in an RV park. And now we got a weird story about a crocodile, 13-footer, that was beheaded.
Oh, poor guy.
We'll find out what's going on with that. That's no good.
Treason.
Yeah.
Is that right? Man, these crocs.
Yeah, the guy that lost his leg in the
he was a spy
RV park. That is just
for the crocodiles.
Older gent, and I once again I suggested.
My mic on? Okay.
I suggested he not opt for the really nice artificial limb, because the artificial limb technology is amazing.
Sure.
But I say go for the peg leg. Have fun with the grandkids.
Would you go for the peg leg?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you've got a peg leg and you're at a nice steak restaurant, and you're cutting your steak, and you take a break, sit back, you take your steak knife and pop it in the wooden leg.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Doink.
You get a series you get different legs for different outfits. You get a nice light oak, and you get like a nice walnut, maybe.
If you've got a wooden leg and you go get tanned, do you go from a light oak to a mahogany?
Sure.
Do you have little gadgets in there? Like, do you have a level on one, so when you're working, you can just set it down and make sure everything's straight?
Wait a minute, the Swiss Army leg.
The Swiss.
Let me tell you something.
Gadget's good idea, Willie.
That makes me think of Inspector Gadget.
Yep.
Which I'm a certain age. Yes, I'm 65. So Inspector Gadget, to me, the worst cartoon in the history of the world.
What?
Wow.
I will die on that hill.
It's a great cartoon.
See, here we go.
And a
30-year-old is
fantastic
piping up.
live-action movie with the great actor French Stewart.
That can't be.
Now, he was in the sequel.
Oh,
Matthew Broderick played him in the first one.
Wait, are you kidding me?
I knew I was just going to open up your world.
Oh, I love Matthew Broderick.
Okay, Matthew Broderick gets a pass because of Ferris Bueller, but Inspector Gadget, worst cartoon in the history of the world.
I disagree.
Felix the Cat, worst cartoon.
No, it was at least a cartoon, and it was funny.
I liked Felix, too.
A Crazy Cat, even worse. We have cats in the news today.
It was a great cartoon. Fritz the Cat was a great cartoon.
A lot of cats.
It has its moments.
A lot of unfortunate mentions in there, sure.
Yeah,
but
Fritz the Cat. Rather dated.
There's a bathroom scene that's worth looking at.
or a bullseye. We don't know.
Okay. So one of these days I'm going to hire someone just to do the references we make on the show, so to see what the most obscure is.
If you're
the most obscure.
Look, if you own all of the Inspector Gadget cartoons on DVD or any form, if they're on your hard drive, go out into traffic and jump in front of a truck.
Chick
McGee. That's all there is to it. Inspector Gadget is the worst.
Go, Gadget, offing myself.
I hate the premise. I I even hate the animation.
The blatant Get Smart
So
ripoff?
what you're telling me is if I get a wooden leg,
Yeah.
I can't have gadgets in it like Willie suggested?
No. Just have it be a wooden leg.
Be a lot
It would
cooler
be
to have
pretty. That'd be a great bar trick.
And by the way,
Oh,
if you're listening to your Inspector Gadget cartoons on Raycon earbuds, I'll give you a pass before I shove you out into traffic.
Okay. Well, the Raycon earbuds are the best.
Let's face it, today is the day. You want to make some changes? Yes. Raycon's mission is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features, and Raycon wireless earbuds are the ticket. You get a pair and a spare, too, because of the price, and you'll still pay less than you would some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that today every purchase has to be perfect. Raycon, of course, offers buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee. They offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping, and they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And how about Raycon's 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, criminy, and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today, and we'll make it even sweeter. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's right. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And the great thing about the Raycons, you're out there on a walk, you've got 3 dogs with you, and all of a sudden your earbuds go silent. It's not going to happen with the Raycons.
No.
They get connected, they stay connected. Makes a big difference. That's just me speaking from experience. Love the Raycons. Buy raycon.com/Tom. Coming up, alligators, sumo wrestling, robot sex. It's all happening. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pay no attention to Tom. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Morning, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thanks very much for joining us. Got some big news in sports. You want to?
It's official. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet, and what the hell is the NBA is up, is down. Bad record is leading series. It's crazy going on in the NBA. We'll have details in a moment. But first, hey, gang, this email begins. Just 6 words for this first break today. What the hell is going on?
Great question.
Did someone lace the coffee in there with Red Bull? Whatever it is, keep it up. Travis in Columbus, Ohio.
Thank you, Travis.
I miss Columbus, Ohio, on the south side.
Nice.
German village. Yeah. I got to go back there.
What's Chick McGee getting for lunch in Columbus, Ohio on a nice sunny day?
I go to Schmidt's Sausage House.
Oh.
Willie, get a Bahama Mama, and I don't know why they call it a Bahama, but there's sausage as big as your, you know.
Your what?
Yeah.
You get it to go. You take a Schmitz and
take it in. Why do I? Oh, and by the way, guess what? Somebody's trying to sell me on the Inspector Gadget cartoon, which the hill I'm dying on this morning is that Inspector Gadget, the worst cartoon ever put upon the American public.
Who did the original voice of Inspector Gadget? Was that?
I think it was Don Adams.
Don Adams.
Yeah, I think it was. Which I had a stand-up record, Don Adams stand-up vinyl LP when I was a kid.
Famous for Get Smart.
I had it memorized. Yeah,
I loved Get Smart.
Get Smart was okay.
Come on.
Yeah,
when you were a kid,
so many of those ideas are the cone of silence, the shoe phone.
Shoe phone. Yeah.
Remember the Willie? Did you ever see we had this a couple years ago. They were like sandals, except in the sole of the sandal was
Little flask?
a screw thing. Yeah, there was a flask.
I had one of those when I was a kid. I got one of those when I was like 14.
They didn't stay around very long, did they?
Well, I think the problem is you're going to put your mouth where you've just been walking through a bunch of deadheads selling cheese sandwiches and God knows
what.
what.
About the bottle opener that was in the bottom of the shoe?
I
At
had
least
those too.
the flask was at the end. It wasn't underneath.
Who needs a bottle opener anymore anyway? What is
Well-
this, 1957? Hey, you got a church key?
Some of the nicer
Yeah, a lot of IPAs.
IPAs, you have to have it.
1957?
Look at this.
What just happened?
That was weird.
That was
We just heard our own delay.
What are you doing over there?
Josh, check this out. I got a little bottle opener Colts logo flashlight combo.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
cool,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a nice little thing for my keys?
Yep.
That should be handy.
Yeah, I thought that would be a little more exciting for everybody.
That's that having a little light in your keys. Very nice. I'm sorry. So you were talking about what?
Inspector Gadget. And I think the people who made Inspector Gadget owe every kid who likes that cartoon like $1,000. They should just say, sorry, we apologize. We know it was an awful cartoon. And you're one of them, Willie. I can see it in your face.
I remember loving it.
It was fun, dude, because he could do anything. He had everything that he could. I liked the things that you could stand up and like walk over traffic. I always thought those were cool.
That kind of thing. Exactly. Go, Gadget, pogo boots.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he could jump.
And then the thing was, if he said, go, Gadget, whatever the gadget was, that's how it...
you had to activate it.
It manifested. And
Perfect.
Come on. Perfect.
Yeah, it's about imagination and conquering problems.
Gadget. Remember that guy? I think his name was Claw. He was the bad guy.
Claw was the bad guy, John.
Mm-hmm. And he had a mechanical arm and he would pet a cat. Yeah.
I don't remember any of this. I never saw it.
Like that show.
Well, in any event, in sports.
Is that where we are in sports?
Well,
okay. Aaron Rodgers has been traded to the New York Jets. They agreed on a deal yesterday afternoon. Rodgers, a four-time NFL MVP. The Jets will receive Aaron, and the number 15 overall first-round pick and a fifth-rounder this year from the Packers. In exchange, Green Bay gets the 13th overall selection, so they move up a couple slots. Sorry, Christy. And a second-rounder, number 42, and a sixth-rounder this year, and a conditional 2024 second-round pick. That can become a first-rounder if Aaron plays 65%, which is like 11 games.
Everybody got that?
ESPN first reported the agreement, between the teams on that deal. Adam Schefter tweeted, Hall of Famer quarterback Joe Namath gave Aaron Rodgers blessing to wear number 12. However, he's expected to wear number 8, the number he wore at Cal. I'd leave number 12 alone if I had any.
No winning there, I feel. How about you?
Well, because it's...
Yeah.
No, absolutely
I think
not.
we're all better off that we don't have to hear about this anymore for a few months.
Till they start playing and he
I think you're living in a
losing.
fool's paradise.
Yeah.
Come on.
When you say this isn't going to remain the top story for a little while.
Oh, just host Jeopardy or something, anything to get off this topic.
People are going to be mad that he's living in New York and not New Jersey. People be mad. Anything that he does, people are going to get mad about.
Yep.
That's true. Aaron's going to have a slight problem. I'm just guessing. I don't have any firsthand knowledge of this, but I think the press in New York City, is a little different than the Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm just guessing. A little bit more hostile.
I would guess.
Now, that contract, there were a lot of numbers in there. And how many weeks in the season until Aaron's declared the GM and the head coach? Is that statistic in there?
I give him 2.5. Somewhere between the second and third game, he's going to go, I don't know, this place. I don't get it. I came here to win ball games. I don't know what the problem is.
It'll be the same thing that happened with Russell in Denver. Next year, he'll get a new coach, and they'll say, no, it wasn't my fault. It was the coach's fault. And then we'll see.
Okay. Well, we will see. And that takes us to the National Basketball, the association. They're the only sports group that instead of a league, they're the association.
The association?
Oh, the association.
Never My Love.
Association.
Did they do that song?
Well, that's
the association did do the
casual
song.
fan. The association, that would be
Never My Love.
Never My Love, yeah.
I think their greatest song, of course.
Oh, no, not this
probably.
again.
Oh, yeah.
Blame Josh. He would have gone right by it.
Josh, put you in timeout.
Oh, we're
ladies and gentlemen,
from the start, huh?
The association.
Boy, this really rocks, doesn't
Here
it?
they come. Here they come. This is a tune called, ladies and gentlemen, Here they come. Enter the Young.
This is so bad, this could be the theme to Inspector Gadget. Enter the young.
It's a good song.
It is not.
Enter the young. Now they've learned to think. Enter the young.
Okay, there's no way you can listen to that, them singing Enter the Young, yeah, and think, man, I can't wait to sing along to that.
It sounds like a recruitment video for a cult.
I think it was the time, it was sort of in the mid to late 60s. It was the emergence of a new generation.
That is what they were trying to do.
Yeah. But the phrase "enter the young" really kind of unfortunate, I guess. Could be misinterpreted.
Yeah, if you take it the way that you're taking it,
right.
I would think that would be a problem. Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. That's
good. I like
That's a
that.
disco moment.
That was funky.
Listening to the show this morning, this is from Jesse and how Tom ruined my life. I heard Tom talking about the song William Devon, Be Thankful for What You Got.
I love that song.
And the gangster lean. He then proceeds to utter this gem while the music is playing. Ooh, this is tasty, isn't it?
Tasty.
A great big Cadillac.
And I can't begin to explain how deeply uncomfortable this made me. I've been considering pouring acid in my ears. Thanks for putting on the best morning show ever.
Wait, TV antenna in the back.
TV antenna.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on.
You may not have
Very Curtis Mayfield.
a car at all.
That's for Jesse listening in Salt Lake City.
But remember, brothers and sisters.
He was Mormon till he was 14. Then he was pointedly asked to leave services.
Just be thankful.
Now, did we learn what the gangster lean is?
It's
The
coming.
gangster lean is.
Yeah, you drive. You got your hand
Though
on.
you
you're
may
leaning.
not drive a great
You see your boys on the.
diamond in the back, sun top, digging the scene with a gangster lean, gangster white.
Now, the gangster lean is so when they shoot you, your head isn't where it normally would be while driving.
This was all going so well.
Until you brought that up.
Sorry.
Having
In
fun.
gunplay.
Well,
I always thought it was because they wanted to get closer to their sweetie. Their sweetie was sitting next to them.
Yeah.
As it was explained, it was explained to me by someone with a little bit of street cred. As you know, I have friends that have gone downtown and stuff.
Sure.
Really.
Yeah, the gangster lane. That's a
The
great.
backup singers you know don't count about what you're saying. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Back to what is it, Aaron Rodgers? What happened? He came
Nope,
out. He came out of his cave, and we have 15 more weeks of the NFL. What is it?
Tom speak this weekend. This is from Jane. We were cleaning up outside. How Tom ruined my life. I told my daughter, you can throw away that metal thing. And then she smashed it. She said, what's the metal thing? I said, that metal thing that you burn wood and stuff in. My husband came out and said, oh, you mean the fire pit? Thanks a lot, Tom.
Sorry.
Not the metal thing.
Just ad-libbing to get through. That's what we all do. We appreciate it. Now, what else is
Okay.
going on?
Yes, Aaron Rodgers officially a New York Jet. That happened yesterday afternoon. Look up the draft picks and everything. What am I, your mother? And the NBA last night, LeBron James made the tying layup with 0.8 seconds left. That's less than a second, Tom.
Uh-huh.
And he scored 4 of his 22 in overtime, and the Lakers surged to a 3-1 lead in their first-round playoff series. 117-111 win over the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's all well and good, but, Harry and Meghan were there, and they were on the kiss cam, and she refused his kiss.
Is that right?
Yeah. Kim Kardashian in the front row with her little daughter Saint.
Wow, so what you're saying is a good place for a random nuclear strike. Make the world a better place.
But you remember the Lakers had to participate in the play-in. They almost
That's
didn't
right.
make the playoffs, and now they're up 3-1.
And what'd we say, Willie?
Man, the NBA likes LeBron,
I
right?
like the Lakers. Yep.
Oh, is that the latest? They're letting they're moving LeBron along. Oh, come on.
Okay.
You're not watching the series, obviously. Jimmy Butler, except for the Kardashians, are in the.
Yeah, and Harry and
What's his kid's name? What's your
Megan.
kid's name? Saint Kardashian or Saint West or Saint.
I don't know if it's Saint West. I don't know whose name they've got.
You can't measure how much I don't care. What else is happening?
Jimmy Butler scored. Jimmy Buckets is what they call him, Tom. Mm-hmm. He scored 56 last night, and the Heat roar back from 14 down in the final quarter to stun the Bucks, 119-114. And Miami, 3-1 lead in this series. The Bucks were the number one best record in the NBA. Heat, 8th seed. They hold a 3-1 lead in this series, Tom. I can't tell you how important this is.
I understand.
And Giannis played last night, but he still has. They had that little thing that they put on your upper butt to massage your back. He's got back trouble.
Oh.
And they were doing that on the sideline.
How does the thing work?
It thumps up and down.
No, I got you one for Christmas.
Yeah.
I got you one for Christmas.
So it's in the butt?
Not quite in.
It's up off.
You could do
Put
that.
it up
but-
your butt if you'd like.
Upper cleft, really.
It's called a Theragun, I think.
Yeah, Theragun. Some of them heat up when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
So Christy got us those for
Yours is probably still wrapped up
Christmas.
somewhere.
Where do you think? Where do you think the that Christmas gift from Christy is at your house?
You know something? My last day.
No. Go ahead.
No, I haven't lived in my own house for 3.5 months. I'm just getting back.
This is the
I've
first
got a
time
lot of
hearing
stuff to
about this.
unpack.
I'm sure it's in his office.
It's probably in my office.
Yes.
Thank you, Christy. I'm
You're
sure it's
welcome.
lovely. So it's a heater.
It's not a heater. It's like a gun, and it has different attachments on the end of it. Like, do you know what a handheld mixer looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, imagine that, and it has like an attachment on it, and it pounds. It goes up and down like this. That'd look good on TV.
So it's sort of a packer, kind of a.
But you don't put it in your
It
butt.
could pack.
It's on your muscles.
Okay, all right.
You know how the other vibrators are for other things?
Yes.
This one, if
Yeah.
you're using this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might have to open
You
up.
you're not very sensitive. Let's say that. You need to know.
You must have gotten done with a cross-country ride on a Harley.
Yeah.
I see.
When the 8 guys with the battering ram are tired, you break this out.
It's pretty.
I see.
Pretty darn.
Pretty
darn
good for the
intense.
back. Okay, good.
Yes.
So Giannis is wearing one on his pants.
No, he was having that treatment
Oh, on the sideline.
behind the bench,
I
during the
should say.
game as they're being ushered out of the playoffs.
I see.
They're working on it, man. It's a fun playoffs.
And Willie has. You bet the Heat, right? And
I took a little bet when Chick McGee told me, my buddy Chick McGee
Yes, go ahead.
told me that Giannis was going down.
Yeah.
I might have put $45 on the Miami Heat to go to the NBA Finals.
I don't know what's wrong with the Bucks, but man, this is a bad deal. Let me tell you about what I'm going to be doing here sooner rather than later. That's
What's
right.
that? Retiring?
Rushing home. Yeah. Rushing home. Wrapping up in the old warmy blanket and
I was kidding.
Camping out at the compound with my Simply Safe do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. Simply Safe, of course, designed with the cutting-edge technology and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring. You got an emergency? Well, that's when Simply Safe's agents leap to work with their Fast Protect technology. That's only from Simply Safe. They capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real, so you get priority police dispatch. Simply Safe 24/7 professional monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. You can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system right there from your smartphone app with Simply Safe. And right now, CNET named Simply Safe their editor's choice for 2023. So customize the perfect system for your home, then install it yourself in just a couple of minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today, claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe
like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we've got
more on Aaron Rodgers. He's officially a New York Jet, and we've got to get another world record. We're not doing the one that you
okay. We have
no. Look, it's like a million different records for some marathon that they ran.
Some marathon.
It stinks on ice.
It's the London Marathon.
It's the London Marathon.
And every year they do a lot of interesting stunts. We also have lighting joints while driving. That doesn't always end well. Taylor Swift ticket story. Ace involves pizza. Aren't you glad I focused on Ace there?
But then you focused on me. You see?
Sorry. I was trying to say what I wasn't doing.
You're not a nice person. You're just not.
Hey, I'm on pain pills, buddy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
A big winner.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. A real mess this morning, so don't go anywhere. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chicky boy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I am Chicky boy.
Yeah, Chicky boy.
And here is Tom Griswold.
Did you give Chick the bicycle story?
No.
Oh, okay. Because he was whining about. No, it's just a great story in sports.
It's not really a sport, is it?
Not really. It's just incredibly dumb. It's almost. Are you vomiting over there? You okay?
No.
What's low blood? It's fine.
Oh my gosh!
Let him do his thing. You want sports or not? He's got to work over there.
Now sports with Doc Holliday.
Oh, I'm sorry, the phone's ringing. Could you grab that?
Well, it looks like somebody just walked on your grave. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for David Hyde Cox, and this is some other news.
Shame on you.
Well, it's finally official. The Green Bay Packers have traded franchise quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Rodgers will go to the New York Jets in exchange for 2 draft picks and broadcasters Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. Now that Bed Bath & Beyond has declared bankruptcy, the retail chain has announced plans to close hundreds of stores. Minutes after the announcement, the CEO of the Spirit Halloween chain of pop-up Halloween stores said in a press release, "I've got such a boner, it's spooky."
They're going to be taking over the Bed Bath & Beyond stores every Halloween, of course.
That's the answer right there. And finally, after years of research, I am finally ready to announce the results of my privately funded long-term investigation.
Oh.
If you're wondering which meal is the best one to eat off a hooker's chest, the answer is brunch.
Oh, who knew?
Thank you. That was a lot of work.
Important research.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for David Hyde Cox, and this has been Some Other News.
David Hyde Cox. Wally's boy.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. I didn't know that Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson have been traded to the Green Bay Packers.
We'll have to see how that works.
Well, they're free agents. We don't know.
Okay. You all right over there? Were you choking on something?
A group of YouTube engineers have created a functional bicycle with square wheels.
Oh, I saw this.
Isn't that amazing?
I saw the video on this.
You have
Isn't that great?
You have to see this. It's so great. It's so dumb. It's fantastic.
They're essentially tank wheels. Like they kind of look like they work like tanks. Like they have treads that move.
So you imagine a standard bicycle-sized wheel, except it's square, and then.
Can you possibly imagine that?
Can you possibly shut your eyes and imagine?
I'm trying to describe this.
You've lost your mind.
I think Josh has new marketing for wheels. Tank wheels sound so cool.
The square wheels themselves do not roll, but much like a tank, the rubber tires are paired with 4 sets of treads.
Yeah.
To create a continuous tread that rolls around the outside of each square wheel.
But my gosh, the guy cruises around like he's on a regular bike, doesn't he?
It's not square wheels at all. They're tank treads.
No, but they're square.
No, it's tank treads.
No, the wheels are square.
No, it's tank treads.
They are square wheels, man. You'll like it.
Are they rolling around on the square wheels?
Yes.
No, they're not.
The
tank treads are hitting the ground. Are the square wheels hitting the ground?
Yeah. One of the
square wheels.
One of the 4 sides of the wheels is on the ground.
Yeah. You'll check it out.
Just
no, I don't want to.
And the way how they turn is I didn't know that they'd be able to turn, and they totally can.
Yeah, not gracefully, but yeah, they can turn.
They can
slowly.
do it. Yeah.
This reminds me of something Inspector Gadget would use.
Yeah,
go square wheel bicycle.
Oh, I love that episode.
Yeah.
The fact that it's utterly ridiculous and completely impractical is what makes it so much fun.
I was wondering, did they say why?
I think just because it looks so weird to see a guy going by in a bicycle.
So they invented it just so it looked weird. What?
I think so. It's just fun.
Can you see that?
I mean, it's incredible looking. You look at it and you go, how the hell is that man moving?
The treads are the square wheels do not touch the ground.
Yes, the bottom.
The tread, no, it doesn't. The tread is touching the ground.
Well, that's like saying in a regular bicycle,
touching.
the wheel's not touching, the tire is touching. The tread is the equivalent of the tire.
The tread is orbiting around a square
like it.
instead of the top of the square wheel. Never goes down. It stays.
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
It's
the tread hitting the ground, not the square wheel.
Right.
Hitting
Okay, yeah, you're right. The hub
isn't moving.
The hub and the spokes, none of those are turning at all.
It could be in the shape of an oval. It's just fun. It's silly and
it is silly looking. I'd laugh out loud if I saw a cruise by.
Just goofy.
Be like, what the hell's happening to the world in physics?
They could do one of those penny farthings.
Oh my gosh, a big squirrel,
like
a big square and a little square?
Yeah.
Man, oh,
Is that
man.
even physically possible to do?
I think so.
We got to get the best scientists in the world on this.
It's just fun.
Yeah, to make a postcard stamp? That's what they would call it. Because a penny farthing, you see a small and a large circle.
It's like that
postcard stamp.
It's like when you see the sort of what do they call that? What do they call that engineering where it's cast iron rocket ships and
They call it cast iron rocket shipping.
Cast iron rocket ships.
Yeah, like
how would that ever lift off?
Well, that's the whole thing.
We have the heaviest material.
Yeah,
like paradoxical physics.
That's
Is that
the
what you're?
Yeah, what's the movies where they do all that stuff? I can't remember. It'll come to me.
Isn't there
Usually we jump right on you, but we have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy from I can't get it.
Okay, that's all right.
Who's the guy from The Office?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Remember the movie, the first one he made with he's the voiceover of the cartoon.
Get Smart.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. All the physics in that with the crazy looking science and ridiculous.
That was a cartoon.
Flying.
Right.
Metal
that was a
objects.
cartoon, right?
I know. Well, this is like a living cartoon. It's a bicycle with square wheels. It's sort of.
You guys don't know my friend. His name is Gru. He has a bunch of friends that are minions. You just don't get it. You're not familiar with Gru. Excuse me.
Okay, I've got a suggestion from one of our listeners.
I can only imagine what this is.
Go into
vacation.
Go into long range marketing
This
instead of having
comes
a radio
to us
show?
from Mr. Swick. Mr. Swick, listening in the Buckeye State, he goes,
Iowa.
"Hello to my special morning friends. Isn't that sweet? A nice letter for once."
Very nice.
He goes, "Tom, please play this. I want you to imagine Prince Andrew is walking into the coronation of Charles."
Into the young
Now we've got a party. Andrew, you're a blight on our family.
When we come back, we have more sports.
Yeah, if you say so. Yeah.
I'm telling you, check out the square-wheeled bicycle. It's really cool.
I posted it on Twitter. You can take a look at it.
It's fun.
But does it help anything? This reminds, at least the crank radio that you brought in one morning.
Oh, chick, the answer to your question? No.
Yes,
that helps people who don't have electricity.
It's getting engineering
This is
people.
absolutely stupid.
It's getting them to think of a problem and solving it.
Yeah, because round-wheeled bicycles.
What a hassle these round wheels.
Yeah, how much money did they waste on this neat thing they did? How much money did they waste?
Finally, after all these years, something has reinvented the wheel to make it less effective. I think it's important. When we come back, this fake arguing will continue. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Over the past several days, 3 females have been found dead.
Looks like someone's going after these girls. then they have to know to watch their backs.
Streaming now.
You really want what happened if this wouldn't have happened to you?
Exactly why I need to keep going on this.
Starring Emmy Award winner Amanda Seyfried.
I'm worried about what you're gonna find. So am I.
Long Bright River. A limited series. Streaming now. Only on Peacock.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
If you please.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
We sure sound like professional broadcasters. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Morning.
There's Ace Cosby.
Good morning.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hello, my friend.
What'd I call you, Dub? Big Dub?
Big Dub.
Big Dub?
Big Dub. It was something, maybe.
I've forgotten.
I liked it, though.
You said I could keep doing it, now I've forgotten. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We've been kind of arguing about...
No, we haven't.
A square bicycle. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a square bicycle. No, you don't understand. The wheels are square.
Some engineers on YouTube took the time and trouble to create a traditional-looking bicycle, except...
You know I'm losing it.
Except the wheels are square.
That's unbelievable.
I just think it's one of those. It's like one of those things where they have the Rube Goldberg contest where they build the most difficult contraption to do the simplest of things. So they've gone. It's really an interesting engineering challenge. If you see this bicycle, it's essentially square wheels that are there's a tread going around them, so the one edge of the square stays on the ground all the time.
And they're still pedal operated.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks like a traditional bike.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to be square. They could do the same thing if the wheels were
octagonal, egg-shaped, any shape.
Triangle.
Ouch. What the hell was that?
That was not a desirable sound at all.
No.
That was apparently an electric triangle. But I just think it's kind of cool and kind of fun. That's all. I thought you might enjoy it. It's certainly worth checking out. Christy posted it on her. Where'd you
on my Twitter.
Okay, her tweet. How does one find you on Twitter?
Christy Lee News.
With a K.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, we return to Mr. McGee at the sports desk. What else have you got over there?
Bobby Tom retweet.
What do I have over here? A soccer game in Germany abandoned after a referee doused in beer by an angry fan. Halftime during the match between Zwickau and Rot-Weiss Essen. Referee Nicholas Winter had a cup of beer thrown in his face by a fan who was apparently unhappy with his decision to send off Zwickau player and award a penalty to Essen. Magenta Sport TV showed the fan throwing the beer in the referee's face. The match did not continue for the second half. There you go.
They didn't have another ref?
The ref called the game. He was pissed.
What a baby. She deserved to have a beer thrown in his face.
Oh, really? Right? You think that's
you don't
suitable?
Call the game. You wipe your face off and you go back to it.
Well, it's Germany, and I happen to find out what kind of beer it was.
What kind?
It was, is it pronounced Kleitz or Klitz?
Yeah, hello. Thank you, everyone, for coming here to do my beer commercial. Yeah, thank you. Are we ready to start? Musicians?
Ready.
Singers?
Ready.
Mr. Announcer?
I'm standing by.
Yeah, let's take it from the top. All right, cue the announcer.
Hello, Americans. Here comes the newest beer, imported from Germany.
For an ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
gee, that hits the spot.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz.
Nein. It's not Klitz. It is Kleitz. Like my name, Hans Kleitz. K-L-I-T-Z. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay, from the top. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Announcer Man, you ready? Okay. Let's try this from the top.
Hello, Americans. It's the small, hard-to-find beer, Kleitz.
For an ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say,
gee, that hits the spot.
For romance on those special nights, it's
listen. It's clites, not clits. Listen, cut the music. Listen. Let me just do it myself. I'll sing it for you, okay? I'll show you how it's done. From the top. 1, 2. 4 nice cold beers, that's hot. The girls say
that hits the spot.
some like bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's clits. No, it's Clyde. No, you've got me doing it. Damn it.
Kleitz, brewed in Kunz, Germany. Look for Kleitz in the box, featuring the famous horses, the Clydesdales. Good day.
Morons, Dummkopf, I'm surrounded by
This, exotic beer, the Kleitz. Thank you very much. What's not good? So we had someone throwing beer in someone's face in Germany, and they called the game.
That's right. Nothing, and then nothing happened.
I see.
That's all I've got.
Okay.
That's all I was given.
I thought you had a world record.
I do. Stupid world record. As far as that story goes. I know. You want to know what the addresses of all the fans and their homes that they went to after. An 88-year-old windsurfer in Poland is hoping to be recognized as the world's oldest windsurfer. This evidently is an update.
Now we're doing
hoped for
world record hopes.
This is an update.
Yesterday.
Yesterday we thought he had the record. Turns out he's just hoping to get the record.
So it's a correction.
Yeah. Piotr Dudek attempted the record title by windsurfing on at least one occasion for 3 consecutive months in the Baltic Sea. The octogenarian said, I didn't realize that I was the oldest, but I was surprised that I'd never met someone close to me in age on the water. Evidence of the record attempt has been sent to Guinness for verification. Dudek chose 3 of the most challenging and coldest months, February, March, and April.
Who's the oldest windsurfer? Dudek. Who's the one who is real old?
Piotr Dudek.
See? Of course, could be obviously related to the great Les Dudek, the guitar player.
Well, there's nothing that you can't out-obscure someone with.
Les Dudek plays the second guitar in the great Allman Brothers classic Ramblin' Man.
What?
Second guitar.
So there's a guy
guitar.
named Les Paul who happens to play guitar. There's also another guy named Les, and he also plays guitar.
The great Les Dudek. Oh, he's a great guitar player.
Man.
If you ever get a chance,
If you ever get a chance, watch Inspector Gadget instead of listening.
Guy, you see a picture of this guy? He uses his scrotum as a sail. This guy is old. No, this is very difficult. So you got to hand it to this guy. Windsurfing at his age,
you got to hand it to him.
It's hard. You're hanging onto a.
I would guess you'd have to hand it to him because he can't reach it.
This guy's a badass.
You have to hand it to him.
I guarantee it.
Out there on the sea, no one hears what I say. I can say whatever I please.
That's right.
On the sea. The sea. A beautiful sea.
You keep secrets, don't you see?
And by the way, I've got.
Remember when I crapped in you, see?
I'm getting yelled at. I was trying to think of.
I have no doubt.
I was trying to think of what they call that style, where they have the flying gadgets that are cast iron and all that stuff. It's steampunk.
Oh, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing. The square bicycle kind of fits into that, and that it's just something sort of illogical but really cool looking. Again, there's a guy that has some guys have developed a bicycle that has square wheels
for no reason other than to spend money.
Now from Alex, someone please tell Tom Mythbuster guys made a working car that ran on square wheels over a decade ago.
Well, that's a car. This is a bicycle.
Oh yeah,
it's the same concept.
Well, but there's nothing. There's nothing.
Concept. It's an idea. Gravity is a concept.
That bikes and cars share. They don't both roll on round wheels.
No.
Oh, you've been found out, pal.
Well, I'm sure. I'm just saying it's fun. It's interesting.
Would you buy a bicycle with square wheels?
No, it's dumb. Of course not.
Yeah, but you'd get, hey, want to come over tonight and see the square wheel? You would be the guy. You want to come over tonight and see my square wheel?
It's a challenge for some of the great engineers.
You'd make Willie ride it all around. Go, Willie, ride that square wheel bike like you do.
Yeah. Here's how that conversation. Hey, I got a bike with square wheels.
Oh, yeah?
You want to see it?
No, huh?
Oh, yeah. Most people don't.
Yeah.
All the kids in the neighborhood would want to come down. Cool.
All the kids in the hookah bar. Yeah, well.
So you have to get a bike lock for it? Nope. Nobody wants to steal it. Just sits there. No one ever touches it.
Yep.
Just stays right outside the coffee shop all day long.
That would be a modern day candid camera. Put a square wheel bike out there unlocked at the bike rack. You see your average.
We thought it would be funny if we put the square-wheeled bicycle out here at the bike rack to see what a standard thief would think of a square-wheeled bicycle.
If you've seen it,
here he comes now.
It doesn't go very fast. He'd have to just pick it up and carry it away.
What the hell is that he's saying?
Okay, well, I thought it was fun. Apparently not.
They kind of look cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Impractical and
dumb.
Odd.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would think it would be difficult. You just couldn't hop on it and ride it. I think
it does take them a while to get going.
It would throw your brain
I
off.
would think.
It's just an engineering challenge. It just shows that the great engineers in our culture can do anything.
Or waste a lot of money and time.
Okay.
Or they could solve hunger. Either way, it's fine.
They're working on it.
We got our best guys. What are they working on? A bike with square wheels for some reason, but they're our best guys, aren't they?
This is like
best of the best.
This is a game they're playing on the way to inventing something really practical and great.
The best and the brightest are working on square wheels for bikes. What a great
one of these days when one of these square wheel guys comes up with something genius, they'll go, well,
I
learned
cut my teeth on this.
Yeah, we'd all go, you could have done it faster if you hadn't wasted your time with that square wheeled bike.
Okay, fine. Right now,
by the way, you want to come see my square wheel bike?
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Brent Terhune. We're going to check in with Costaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent. He'll call into.
You mean Brent Terhune?
Costaki will be making fun of your favorite NFL team.
Coney Danza's going to be on?
I don't know if Coney Danza will be here.
Oh, man.
I know Brent will be here. Right now, I want to talk about your taste buds. Your taste buds are taking their iPhones and calling you up going, boring. We'd like something interesting. That's where HelloFresh comes in. They're saying hello to some great food. How does it work? HelloFresh does the grocery shopping. They deliver the stuff to you. It's fresh, of course, and also they've done the measuring and they've got the recipe cards in there. You choose the recipes. Quick and easy is the newest thing from HelloFresh. Fast and fresh options ready in fewer than 15 minutes. HelloFresh keeps your taste buds happy. And by the way, every week, 40 or more recipes to choose from. And it's easy to swap proteins, et cetera, et cetera. And they've got everything from vegan to classic, great comfort food. What have you been working on over there, Willie?
Check out the saucy pork burrito bowls with cilantro, citrus rice, charred poblano, salsa fresca, and smoky crema. HelloFresh sends you 9 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you are enjoying this delicious burrito bowl that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Now, some of the stuff, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. And HelloFresh, by the way, cuts down on your food waste. And your kids will clean the plates because the food's delicious. And that's the key. It's fresh. How do you find out about it? You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. The code is BTShow50. That'll knock 50% off your first box. And your first box will ship for free. So knock 50% off. Get that first box shipped for free. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. 50% off. Code BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Coming up, a private moon landing happening today. We'll tell you how you can watch that.
Well, no, wait a minute. That's been canceled. The guys who were running the private moon landing had to work on the square wheel bicycle. They can't do the moon landing thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Want to dress up like a bird? We'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Got a couple cool requests here. Coming up, I should point out, we have comedian Costaki Economopoulos with our NFL update. And comedian Brent Terhune will be joining us.
Terhune.
But right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby.
This'll help.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
I'm here to teach you, Chick.
Uh-huh.
What happens to nitrogen when the sun comes up?
What happens to nitrogen when the sun comes up? I don't know.
It becomes daydrogen.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Okay.
I have a question. What are you laughing at?
It was pretty silly.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your nitrogen program.
Oh, you're welcome.
I bet you did.
Well, you won't believe the mess I came home to yesterday.
What?
Getting home a little after 2 a.m. and running hot, and had to face every man's worst fear. My wife, Big D, she wasn't alone in bed.
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't another fella. It was way worse. It was a cat.
Oh, no.
I'm no fan of those things. And you wouldn't be either if cat scratch fever took your great-granddaddy Virgil. But she explained she'd been feeling so lonely lately, you know, after losing Tucker, of course. Sadly need to adopt a feral cat while I was gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's thinking about naming him Will.
Oh, really? Why?
Will Ferrell. Get it?
Will Ferrell. That's a feral cat. Very nice. Yeah.
Now, that's a joke Mr. Ace would never turn down. But keep in mind, this is a woman who thinks it's too much that I pay in a 2-liter regular when I'm on the road. But now, you know, her best friend poos in a box in the living room, and she falls over it like she's watching Shirley Temple at tap dancing again. And she's over there scooping it out like she's getting Dippin' Dots with every scoop. You know, scooping out the kitty cat's business with the same slotted spoon I believe she uses to twirl her skinny with. That's what I said, Christy. No wonder why her chipped beef gravy tasted a little gamey last night. Anywho, I heard this one over the CB. Do you know why pirates don't take a shower before they walk the plank?
No.
Why?
I reckon on account because they plan on washing up on shore.
Of course. Yeah.
Why does it take forever for a pirate to learn the alphabet?
I don't know.
Because he'll spend years at sea. I'm not sure if you follow the news regularly, but boy, these AI robots are something else, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be long before they replace all the lot lizards at Mr. Fuel.
Good to know. Very handy. Thank you very much. Are we returning to the sports page?
No, that was it. Sports. Aaron Rodgers is officially a Jet. Heat win last night, beating the Bucks, and the Lakers beat the Grizzlies.
All right.
In the NBA playoffs.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy?
In honor of Floyd, we do have a truck in the news. In Kansas, authorities report the story of a driver who crashed his truck while trying to light a joint on 420. The Allen County Sheriff's Office said the 30-year-old motorist told a deputy he was driving with his knees and lost control as he was trying to light a joint.
Oh.
The man crossed over 3 lanes of U.S. Highway 54 before going into a ditch. His truck was stopped by a cement culvert, a large fence corner post, a telephone junction box, and a utility pole. The man was not wearing a seatbelt and was tossed around the cab, receiving minor injuries. No other vehicles were involved in the crash. The 30-year-old was arrested for possession of marijuana, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Well.
Man.
He'll be smoking a different joint where he's going to end up.
As a stoner, can I say, don't lump this guy in with the rest of us. He had meth too,
Yeah, right.
Could the meth have been the issue here?
Well, it's kind of hard not to.
Well, either way, don't smoke pot while you drive. But come on, man. You
So-
can't smoke meth on 420.
Yes,
did he get it lit?
I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like he was trying to light it when he drove into the cement wall or the concrete wall.
Who doesn't wear their seatbelt?
Well,
I
a
mean,
scofflaw.
Truckers don't have to because they're in those big trucks, you know. So somebody hits them, they won't even feel it.
Right.
As they go flying through the windshield. Maybe this guy should be using the edibles, perhaps. Well, good luck to you, sir. What else you got?
A Japanese company attempting the first private landing on the moon. Vice's motherboard reports that the Hakuto R Mission 1 spacecraft carrying 2 tiny rovers will live stream the milestone today.
No, not dogs.
The landing on track to take place at around 12:40 p.m. If successful, the mission will mark the first time a private entity has landed an intact spacecraft on the moon. The landing would also make Japan the 4th nation in history to stick the lunar touchdown after the United States, the Soviet Union, and China.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
A private trip to the moon.
But there's no people on this thing.
That's a bummer.
No, there are no people.
Just those dogs.
So Vice's motherboard, if you want to watch that today, is where you'll find
I
it.
wonder if the Japanese will end up being the first ones to colonize the moon.
Well, isn't there like 4 astronauts starting the Mars? They're being locked away for a couple months as if they're on Mars. It's
Wow,
the most
could be.
advanced.
I mean, obviously, the NASA is planning a trip to Mars. I think the next one, the rocket will go up and circle the moon and then come back, and then the one after that, there'll be people on it.
Artie, the rocket party.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'm sorry, Artemis. That's right.
The I don't know. I mean, they could build a hibachi on the moon.
Yeah.
Hibachi grills. And
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out?
But then the shrimp would go flying off into space. And don't you dare say, where do all the great gags come for hibachi chefs? I don't want to go into that this morning,
I mean,
please.
they could do the famous onion choo-choo train. I still love that.
He's complaining that there's no new hibachi gags coming down the pike. He's tired of
I'm a
all
little
the
more
old-
disturbed by a certain connection that was made before that.
Speaking
I mean,
of-
we're not going to the moon and building a McDonald's.
That'd be cool, though. Get a McChicken on the moon. Oh, bring back the snack wrap. Eat a snack wrap on the
But
moon.
you know
You're
it's
not
only,
helping my...
it's only a matter of time before an hibachi grill gets up there.
Speaking of space,
Or to go with the classic Japanese cinema, they might discover a monster up there.
Okay.
oh boy,
Hey, here's something just in from Twitter. This is from Adam Schefter's Twitter account. With Aaron Rodgers now on the New York Jets, they're expected to become darlings of television coverage when the NFL schedule is released next month. They could play up to 6 primetime games. The Jets had 1 last year, a Thursday nighter versus the Jaguars. So look for the Jets to be on TV a lot.
It's going to be exciting.
No,
Really interesting. If he starts doing really well, it'll be great.
it'll piss off a lot of Packer fans.
Well,
They may be ready.
this is creating a lot of
I think
interest
the Packers
in the
did
NFL.
pretty well with this. I think
Think they were ready to
got
get rid
some
of him?
first, the Jets are going to be ready
At
to
least
get rid of him.
a big group of the fans are.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the guy doesn't like it here. We don't want him here then.
How many years? 3 years in a row, he said, "I don't know if I'm playing here."
Yeah, Jesus,
every
leave us
offseason
alone.
it was the same thing.
And what did Dick Hitzwater say? They traded Aaron Rodgers and they got Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson.
That's right.
That's going to be.
Who knew those two would end up on the same team?
Yeah. Wow,
yeah.
odd, really.
Yeah. Refreshing.
I kind of like them to watch both of them get tackled hard.
Yeah.
Anybody else in on
I've got a
that?
feeling most Americans would watch. Oh, that'd be so fun, just watching those guys get, Aaron Donald right over the top.
I don't think Don Lemon wants a bunch of guys on top of...
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
So sorry.
Speaking of space, an intense solar storm has the northern lights gracing the skies farther south than usual.
So weathermen in outer space, it's going to be a busy day. Okay.
A blast of super hot material from the sun late last week hurled scorching gases known as plasma toward Earth at nearly 2 million miles per hour.
Some consider me a blast of scorching hot material.
Really?
Oh, yeah. In what alternate upside-down universe would that be?
Let me have this.
Okay.
The Earth felt the brunt of the storm on Sunday. Conditions eased Monday, but auroras might still be visible as far south as South Dakota and Iowa.
Willie, are you giggling at the word brunt?
No.
You are your father's son.
Don't point that out. I thought I flew under the radar. I don't think the cameras were on me.
She said brunt.
It was an honest moment. Man, just rhymes are funny, man.
I had a friend on a plane yesterday, Sunday night.
Harriet Brunt?
No.
Or
She
Emily
was
or Charlotte?
flying back from Florida, and you could see the aurora borealis from the plane.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was flying back from Florida and she was flying back from Naples and the flight attendant said nipples. Because one time that happened to me when I was a kid. We laughed the whole flight home.
The flight attendant accidentally said nipples?
She said, we're departing from Naples, Florida. And baby, we didn't stop laughing until we landed in Indy.
Is that right?
Nipples.
I've not seen. Who here has seen the aurora borealis?
I have not.
I have.
You, of course.
Yeah, in Michigan, right?
I was backpacking across Intelligentsia, Iowa.
I'm sorry.
And next thing I know, I'm walking along at a standard pace, and my coolie that I'd hired to carry my bags said, "Look, boss, aurora borealis,
Bossman, Bossman Tom.
Thank you, John Vive. I appreciate that.
Bossman Tom, look over there." I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive me, Josh. I've actually didn't spend most of my youth watching TV at night.
The frickin' do.
In the summer, I would go places.
You should see
take a canoe and.
You can see the northern lights.
Or you can see the lights from the airport.
Yeah.
One of the two. Show everybody else that picture.
No. They're green.
Nope.
I don't know about that.
That ain't the aurora borealis, you hillbilly.
Wait a minute. They were taking off from
downtown.
Oh, no. They were taking off from.
She just flipped me off. She scratched her nose, acting like she was someplace. Ah!
Well, they were taking off from Florida. You know how common it is to see them in Florida.
I didn't say that she was in Florida. She was landing.
In Florida?
No, this way, coming north.
Landing
Somewhere
where?
in the Midwest.
Let's just move on here.
Am I supposed to say that?
No,
your friend's a liar.
No arguing.
No arguing. This will be a short show.
Yeah, no joke.
So much for that
Louisiana pizza restaurant is offering up free pizza for a year in exchange for Taylor Swift tickets. Xander White, owner of Z's Pizzeria in New Orleans, told WGNO,
GNO.
Me and my wife are big fans of
Would it be Huguenot?
Genetically engineered.
I don't see a way to get tickets because they're way too expensive and too hard to get. White has since placed a sign at his pizzeria that says free pizza for Swift tickets.
Wow.
He said we'd do at least a year of free pizza for 2 Taylor Swift tickets. So we'll see if that happens.
The old barter system, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we'd go back to it.
A pound of salt for a sturdy cat.
Yeah, it's super efficient. Well, I got to pay the AT&T bill. That's going to be 17 pizza. No, it's incredibly inefficient.
Well, you just got to keep logs.
Yeah, you got to keep track of this stuff.
Good luck to this guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it might work out for somebody. This Taylor Swift ticket's rather hard to get, but they're out there. We'll see. Are you going to try to go see that show, Christy Lee?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My girls aren't.
They're not Swifties?
No, not really.
Oh.
Okay, I'm surrounded by them.
I'm sure they're a little younger.
Nothing make me happier than Taylor Swift's opening night concert, and they're taking shots at the crowd, and she's, killing it, and all of a sudden there's Tom sitting. All these little girls.
He's got in his Raycon listening to an audio book.
Flying about. Yeah.
No, that's not what
Listening to the Allman Brothers at the Fillmore, probably.
No, first of all, they've already gone to see the show.
Yes.
And so...
you didn't have to take them.
I didn't have to take them. So she's great. I would have gone.
Oh, did you have Taylor do a show for them? That's really nice.
They happened to be somewhere where she
in
was.
his new backyard amphitheater, haven't you seen?
Oh, God. Very small backyard. Now, Let's just move forward here.
Indeed.
Give me the teaser.
Well, we have a dragon bursting into flames at Disneyland. We have a zoo wanting to put people in bird costumes. We have some archaeology in the news today, too.
Hey, look, all our birds died. And when the people come to the zoo, they expect to see birds. So.
We're going to have to put...
Here's your suit.
Now, go pack it up. Let's go.
No, don't crap on the cars.
What now? Also coming up, comedian.
I've seen the Aurora Borealis.
Sorry.
I'd like to see them.
I'd love to see it
Yeah.
sometime.
See, this is
I bet your friend would too, considering she hasn't yet.
See, Chick, you see things like that if you go outside. I'm sure you were watching Kojak or something while I was.
Kojak.
Who loves you, baby?
It was Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker. That was,
No, Kojak was Telly Savalas.
No, I know.
And he had
I'm
that-
saying he wasn't.
He had that creepy finger. Did you ever notice that?
You were no, I didn't notice he had a
Yeah,
creepy
Telly
finger.
Savalas had the weird one deformed little finger.
What?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I would think they'd shoot around it. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it was gross.
I believe that's an arthritic condition a lot of people get.
I know.
Their little fingers.
I'm
perk
evil.
up.
You are. The first step.
I would have chopped it off. Okay, Telly. Sorry, we're gonna lop that thing.
You know,
off.
Cam Ho,
It's disturbing the kids.
Coming up Friday, carrying my.
I was carrying my own backpack.
Yeah, sure.
Paddling my own canoe.
Sure you were.
Costaki.
Quickly, Cam Ho, quickly.
Don't dilly-dally now.
Remember the great line in my favorite year? Who the hell is Niblick?
Remember what I told you? If this is a good trip for me, I'll bring over your brother. Now, come on, let's go.
Coming up, our NFL report from Costaki Economopoulos. Plus, we have this was almost kind of a sports story. It involves sumo wrestling, sort of.
Okay.
We'll find out about that coming up.
One part of the world that's popular.
You skipped entirely the London Marathon story?
Yeah. I not only did I burned it.
You know what?
I ran over it in my car.
I applaud you. You said you were going to skip it.
I did.
We just kind of went, nah, he's not going to. He's going to end up doing it. And you did it.
And I would have gotten away with it had you not remembered.
When we come back, we have to touch on it. It's a big story.
No, we don't. Oh, yeah, look at this. It looks like a phone book.
You know, Christy's friend watched the London Marathon from her plane in Florida.
Is that true? Wow, that's something. Wow.
Now I got the finger.
They were able to see that dragon catch on fire.
According to Guinness
at Disney World.
Several records were broken at this year's London Marathon. And guess what? Here they all are.
Man.
There's a good, 20? Wow.
Are you ready?
When we come back, we'll review them.
You want to turn off listeners? Come back for that.
Some of them are kind of fun.
All right.
Some guy did it in a bicycle with square wheels.
Yeah, most underpants. Fastest carrying a household appliance.
No way.
Fastest marathon dressed in pajamas. Fastest in a kung fu.
Oh, boy.
All right. I accept your challenge.
So you're saying they take the London Marathon seriously over there?
You mean the guy that was carrying the washing machine?
We're coming back with
Okay.
that. We're coming back.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, still here. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Got a request.
I have a couple emails.
I'll leave.
I have a couple stories.
No, they want to give Ace a second chance.
No. Don't start
You have
this.
to earn a second chance.
Following what is considered by some to be a less than stellar performance of the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Say nitrogen has the word night in it.
I don't need to review.
Wordplay.
This should be driveway basketball. It's make it, take it, okay? If he has a great joke, he can do another one an hour later. But from now on, just let it go.
I'm just responding to the audience.
Giving the people what they demand.
That's right.
Give the people what they want.
All right. Well, let's get it over with.
Is the artist ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay.
But is Ace
Is it
ready?
going to be any better?
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Been spending a lot of time at the zoo. I met a girl that works there.
Really?
I think it's working out. She's a keeper.
I thought it was all right.
It took me a second to get it.
But I don't believe your laugh there. It was too hearty.
No, I didn't get the joke. I got it. Sorry.
Boy, there's nothing better than puns. Man, wordplay, boy, that's just my sweet spot. I can laugh at that all night long.
You know, studies show that most humans hate them.
Yeah. Like 90% hate puns. Some crazy.
It's an alarming amount.
Yeah. Dear chick.
They're fooled by them, that's why.
How dare you, chick?
What did you do?
I love Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
You shut your dirty whore mouth, mister.
Oh, boy.
That was a fun show.
It was fun. I don't know why you don't like it.
If you liked Inspector Gadget, pack all your things.
Let me ask you something, Jim.
And leave town.
Did that person's argument sway you?
No, of course not. It's an awful premise. The animation's crap.
Oh, I loved it as a child.
It's fun.
Which is better, Inspector Gadget or any Bugs Bunny cartoon?
Well, it depends. It also depends how old you are.
What do you mean? Well,
it's about imagination and conquering things. The same way making a bicycle with square wheels is about facing a challenge and coming up with some cool engineering.
Plus, Chick, I don't think you've seen some of the Lost episodes that were a little racier. Go, Gadget, vibrating dild.
And Mrs. Gadget's weeping with joy.
And he wears a raincoat and a dumb hat.
A trench, yeah.
And doesn't things pop out of his hat?
Helicopter rotors, yeah.
Go, Gadget, copter.
Yeah, and then he holds on and, really.
Boy.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the brilliant men and women in the world of engineering that developed things like the iPhone probably were huge fans of that show.
I bet
they were inspired to go into scientific applied science.
Nobody on that show, including Don Adams, did anything else after Inspector Gadget.
You know what I've always wanted? This is Gadget-esque.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan. I think you might be a fan of these two, Chick. Of the boxing glove on a gun.
Oh.
Where you press it and it accordions out. And then...
Okay, I like that. That wasn't on Inspector Gadget.
I know, but it's similar to a gadget you
but
would
that
have.
wasn't. They didn't use that. It wasn't cool enough, I bet, for the Inspector Gadget boys.
Did you have the
a propeller pops out of my hat and I grab?
Did you have the giant fist? The big, huge foam fist that had the sound effects chip in it?
The Hulk ones?
The Hulk hands, yes.
Yeah.
These were huge with my generation.
They were very big. I did not. My nephew did, and we all had a blast.
Dude, if you don't know the feeling. You thought that beating up your little cousin was fun. Now you have a soundtrack while you beat him up.
Just awesome.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Cooper doesn't have a chance.
Didn't they growl too or something?
Hulk smash!
Chick, I'm looking at the cast from Inspector Gadget, and you're right. None of these people.
What? There's
Kelly
no way.
Preston, wasn't she in it?
Who?
I mean, granted, she's not doing a lot today.
Not
but
in the original, the Don Adams one.
The original. I thought, yeah.
This all started because of we had a story yesterday about a gent who had part of his leg eaten off by an alligator in an RV park in Florida.
Yeah.
At the Great Outdoors RV Nature and Golf Resort in Titusville.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy, you're wrong. It's pronounced Titusville.
I said.
No, you insisted.
All right.
No, Titusville. Well, they're gonna get a lot of people trying to move there. Who wouldn't want to live there? According to Brevard County fire officials.
Do you hear what's going on with the show? Do you hear?
This poor guy.
Blame me.
This old guy's out there in an alligator. The Brevard County fire rescue official says the man's leg was amputated by a gator right below his right knee,
which is silly. It was bitten off.
Yes, the amputate is the wrong. It sounds like
right. You can say dismember.
The alligator was not wearing scrubs.
no, yeah, exactly.
Well, let's get this leg amputated. Chomp.
This is what troubles me here. Then they took the alligator and killed it.
There's conflicting reports on that. But
well,
yeah.
let's not let the facts get in the way.
This account
Okay.
from WKMG TV. That's the best you could come up with for KMG?
Yeah.
KMG.
Or Magic. How's that?
King me, God. KMG. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
The point is...
Did you write for Inspector Gadget? That was great.
Hey.
Are you playing checkers with God in your head? Is that what you're doing?
Okay.
I bet in your head you win.
Did you see this? Well, according to this account,
Yeah.
it says a trapper removed the alligator and euthanized it, which is a great word. Oh, they made him younger? No, they killed it. Now, here is the headline from the Alligator Gator Daily.
Alligator Gator Daily.
It says Frank went out to dinner and didn't return last night. See, you're finally getting the perspective. Where's Frank? But my point was, I think they should skip the nice prosthetic leg and give this guy a peg leg.
The man probably wants one of the better prosthetics.
I would go for the peg leg.
All right, we will hold you to that.
Well, hopefully we never have to see you in a peg leg.
Hey, look, I almost had to have a peg thumb yesterday. I
Yeah.
spent the morning at the hospital.
Just a little piece of wood. Please get a peg thumb.
An opposable.
And then Willie said, this guy could use the peg leg and have like cool stuff in it.
Yeah,
like
he could
tools.
put a level on there. He could put a megaphone on there.
A
megaphone. You can't hear me? Not loud enough at the DMV? Who's in charge now, lady?
Okay, waiter.
Hey, look, it's Inspector Gadget in a crowded restaurant. Go, megaphone.
Chick doesn't like Inspector Gadget.
How can you make fun of this poor guy losing his leg like that?
No,
Yeah, you're a cruel man.
You were the person. Don't flip this on him.
Sorry.
Where was it? Do we know where it was bitten off?
Florida.
Below the knee?
Yes,
no,
it says below
Florida.
the knee.
he said.
All the folks around South Louisiana.
Yep.
Said Amos was a hell of a man.
Hell of a man.
He could trap the biggest, the meanest alligator, and just use one hand. That's all he got left. Called alligator bit it off.
Alligator bit it.
What's the funniest peg leg? Like a pool cue
Big
or a
dildos.
table leg?
I think salt shaker.
This
or
is
pepper mill.
Oh, one of those? Yeah.
The guy unscrews his leg.
This is how the
picks it
Go-Go
up, starts
Gadget
putting
thing
pepper on
started.
his salad.
It's like a Field of Dreams kind of movie, but it meets the whole 9 yards. Like there's a criminal element to it.
Okay.
And he has a peg leg and he screws in a baseball bat.
All right.
Oh, gee.
I'd like that a lot.
A baseball
So he
bat.
has to lay down on the ground to hit
So
balls?
after he hits the ball, how does
No,
he
you
get
can
first?
stand, you just swing that
No,
stump and it'll...
he doesn't hit anymore, but that's the whole thing is for the bottom of the 9th inning, he has to hit, and then he screws it off.
Designated runner?
Well, the thing is he hits a home run, so he just gets to hop the whole way.
So it's a hop-off home run.
That's right. It's a
right
tragic
back.
comedy.
Coming up, comedian Brent Terhune will be joining us.
Terhune.
I don't know if Coney Danza will be with him. Also coming up, Costaki Economopoulos with our NFL report. And America Can Breathe. Aaron Rodgers is moving to New York. And Mighty Casey has struck out. There is no joy in Mudville. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Flex your business with an American Express Business Gold Card. You'll earn 4 times membership rewards points on your top 2 eligible spending categories, like transit and electronics, each month, on up to $150K in combined purchases per year. Plus, you can now earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold, built for business by American Express.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Christy Lee is choking to death on a hard-boiled egg, and part of it's partially my fault. Chick McGee is having an explosive diarrhea. That's not my fault at all.
A little too much information, but all true.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold across the way.
Nothing dramatic going on with me at all.
No, feeling good at homeostasis and doing well.
Hey,
there's
whatever he wants to do is
there's Tom Griswold. And Tom, we'll talk about a special guest this morning, huh?
Look at that beard.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Handsome.
Hello. Man. That beard says, I'm a beard.
It's Brent Terhune.
I'm red and I'm a beard. Brent Terhune, he's got the pointy beard.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of pointy.
Yeah, but I'm a bearded man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. People, I get a lot of comments on the internet because if you ever wanted to know anything about yourself, you just post a video on the internet and people will tell you about yourself. Somebody said I look like Yukon Cornelius never found Bigfoot. So that's always nice.
Oh, Chick's back.
Do not go in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to see you, sir.
Does
someone need to go check on Christy? Is she okay?
I don't think she is. She was really choking back.
She waved at me mid-choke, and I said hello.
I heard her coughing, but I think she's breathing.
Okay.
You think? Well, maybe we should send someone.
We're just at a I think phase. It's fine.
We have been joined by comedian Brent Terhune in the studio.
Oh, good. Maybe he can help us with this London Marathon story.
Well, go ahead. Explain it to him.
Hi, Brent.
Hey, I can't wait. Please tell
According
me.
to Guinness World Records, several records.
You're not going to play the theme music?
Broken.
Oh, boy.
I would, but if there anybody listening that can help me repair my rotator cuff in my right shoulder, I'd really appreciate it.
I thought you already had that done.
Shut up, Josh. And I did, and it's torn again. And
is it really?
Please, someone help me. I can't even
How'd you tear it?
Raise my arm to put my headphones on.
A jackin' and a whackin' and a tore it again. A jerkin' and a gherkin' and a...
These are my friends. Yes, sir. According to Guinness, Brent, several records broken at this year's London Marathon, including Ms. Charlie Fitton, most underpants worn during a marathon, female, 35.
35 pairs of underpants or 35 years old?
It just says female 35. That's all it says.
Did she get off a flight or was getting on a flight? That's you gotta, if you don't want to bring a suitcase, you wear all your clothes.
Oh, okay. More of an observation than a joke, really.
I'm thinking
I'm an observationist. I'm not.
I'm thinking it's 35 pair because, as you can see, this story was horribly written, but I'm trying to get through it.
See, the London Marathon. First of all, the guy almost set a world record.
What guy?
The winner.
Okay.
And Jordan.
Here's my theory on all these.
Okay.
These are all kind of fun records. Like one guy was carrying a refrigerator.
What?
Yeah. There's a record for that.
If you'd let me continue.
But I'm saying,
is your refrigerator running?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
And there's the one. What's the joke about Prince Andrew in the can? Oh, that involves that Jeffrey guy. I'm sorry.
You're going to fit right in here.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
Jordan, somebody fastest marathon wearing clogs, male division, 7 hours 8 minutes.
That's gotta hurt.
Sam Hammond, fastest marathon carrying a household appliance. Either they specify in the rules, but it doesn't specify what he was carrying.
No, but the rule it's
either refrigerator. No.
It's a refrigerator.
If I handed this into you, you would say, "Well, which
big
was
difference
it?
Between a handheld
to
mixer."
Me, I would sit down and do some research and find out.
Well, which was it? Well, why didn't you? Which was it?
It was either a refrigerator or a washing machine.
That can't. How do we? What? It could be a toaster, a blender.
Well, that's not hard.
Well, that's our point here. We need to know
appliance.
what the appliance is.
Okay, the smallest appliance is a rice cooker. I know that because every wedding that I get the registry for, I always buy the rice cooker. Cheapest thing on there. Look at me.
I appreciate you sending us the rice cooker, by the way.
That's a nice one. It sings a song when it's done cooking it.
I do too.
Sam Hammond, fastest marathon carrying a household appliance, either a refrigerator or washing machine. We don't know which it was, but it was either.
Oh, okay, but
it was a refrigerator.
Well, that's insane. How does one man carry a refrigerator?
Oh, this guy's a badass. He's a Royal Marine.
Wow.
Look at this guy. Oh yeah, he is a badass. And it's one of those mini fridges, but it's
Whoa. It's not an actual refrigerator.
Yes,
it's a dorm fridge.
It's but a big dorm fridge. It's not the one that's the size of a microwave. It's like
a dorm fridge.
Hey, this guy looks like he could.
Does anyone
gut
remember
deer with his fingers?
I bet. Yeah.
Does anyone remember when I said I was skipping the marathon
Yep,
story?
I do.
Everyone remembers that, right?
The fridge strapped to his back weighed in at almost 58 pounds.
That's not a refrigerator, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, you think refrigerator, you think a
300
household.
pounds.
Yes,
Yeah.
a household refrigerator. Well, he strapped a car to it. Well, it was a case of Matchbox cars, but there were still cars.
So running a marathon with a bulky 58-pound device strapped to your back, that's a badass. This
I
guy's-
don't know about that.
I don't know either.
I'm about 120 pounds heavier than this guy, and I run. So,
whoa. You run where?
For the purposes of this joke. And so I'm carrying 120 pounds more than he is. He's only carrying an extra 58.
Yes, but
I'm stronger.
But he's running.
And that's every day.
He's running 26 plus miles. You're running 15 yards to your refrigerator.
You think I keep a refrigerator 15 yards from me?
Okay, sorry. By the way, he named his refrigerator. Oh, this will get you.
It better be William Perry.
This will be good.
Frigid Jones.
Oh, boy.
Boy, the wit just runs like molasses in this story, doesn't it?
I mean, there's so many classic British great comedies. You're going to go with Bridget Jones' Diary?
That is a classic British comedy.
Yeah.
You love that?
Love.
You love that to get poon. You don't really love
That is icing on the cake, my friends.
Thomas David Hall, fastest marathon dressed as a lifeguard. Whoop-de-doo.
No, that's a dumb one.
So he's wearing less clothing?
Yeah.
And less to carry.
How can he keep that up?
I think he carries one of those big foam things.
Well, the thing about it is he did it in slow motion like on Baywatch. So it was sort of a feat.
Fastest marathon
boy, the
dressed
silence.
in...
My God.
Yeah, stone silence. Fastest marathon dressed in pajamas. A male. 2 hours, 46 minutes.
It's quick.
I saw bananas in pajamas.
Where were they running?
Down the stairs.
Okay.
I don't know how the bananas got in my pajamas.
Thank you, Brent.
Jack Megan and Daniel Gallagher, fastest marathon with two runners.
Banging a woman at the same time.
On the bridge.
Handcuffed together.
Okay.
2
They
hours.
should have been wearing orange.
But I don't think they were all four hands or just one hand at the side.
Right.
All four
Was
hands.
it the Defiant One style?
All four
I'm sure
hands.
it was
You got
just
something.
one.
No, one hand. Each
One
of them.
hand.
Each of them had the
This
clasp.
goes into the refrigerator. Well, it's a dorm fridge. Same thing. Well, they're handcuffed. Oh, they just running side by side with their hands in the same area. Yeah. Oh, they're handcuffed. All right.
That'd be difficult. You've got to run at the exact same pace, or you're going to be dragging the guy.
Fastest marathon dressed as a golfer.
Yeah, some of them are dumb. I admit it.
Fastest marathon carrying golf clubs. A golfer dressed as golfer and carrying golf clubs. Two different people.
Well, the one guy had to be the caddy for the other guy.
There you
It
go.
only makes sense.
Now, I don't even get this one. Christy, maybe you'll know this.
What?
The fastest marathon wearing Wellington boots.
Oh, wellies? Sure.
That's very big. of
They're
you.
very, yeah.
What are they?
You're going to
When
go
it
out in
rains.
the garden. You need your wellies.
Do you know what hunter boots are?
Get your wellies.
What?
Hunter boots?
No.
The rubber boots, the rain boots.
Doesn't Paddington wear them?
Yes, he does wear them.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
some. There's some of those.
Right,
in
the
my-
kids probably have them. I'm sure Kelly has some.
Yep.
Fastest marathon dressed as Lucha Libre, a wrestler.
Oh, sure.
They
Yeah.
had a mask on his face.
Big deal.
That's unbelievable. Yep. Thank you, Christy. Big deal. Big effing deal.
See the guy. This is cool. The guy dressed as Big Ben.
Oh, really?
Hey. Don't jump ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Fastest marathon wearing a suit and dress.
Both?
At the same
At the same
time?
time.
There's no indication
What's
here.
this world coming
This
to?
is just
Hell in a handbasket.
This whole thing is just slapped together.
This is
There's no thing
pandemonium.
that
Josh, Hell in a Handbasket's actually the name of the performer that ran in the suit and the dress. at the
I
same
should have
time.
known.
there has to be some amazing drag act out there called Hell in a Handbasket.
There are about 2 dozen.
Yes.
Helen in a handbasket. Okay.
Helena handbag.
That's
Okay,
what I
Helena.
said.
No, I was trying to clarify because you mumbled through it.
Fastest marathon in a kung fu.
I didn't know what you were going to
I
say.
didn't either.
Well, that's. How do you prove?
Fastest marathon dressed as a pirate, a female. Fastest marathon dressed as a body part.
Did they?
Does not specify what body part she
I'd
was.
like to
She
get-
was dressed.
Maybe a
as.
foot? You go faster.
Had to be like a boob or something, I would guess, right?
I would think something perhaps more phallic.
Like a penis?
That's pretty phallic.
That would be more phallic.
You ever see a non-phallic penis, Christy?
Okay, I don't get this one at all. Fastest marathon dressed as a glass. GLASS.
Like a glass of water.
Like a Pilsner? Like a
someone has a big plastic glass around him, probably.
Plastic glass? That's not a thing.
That's not a glass. A glass is glass.
You don't have any plastic glasses at your house?
Well, yeah, but they're plastic glasses. They're not.
They're cups.
The guy has to drink.
It can't be, by definition, a glass cannot be made of plastic.
No, that's not by definition.
I think.
I think if you look under section 2 of the noun glass, it just means the container for liquid.
I give
it doesn't have to be made. You can have a metal glass.
This is all you're doing.
I just think they're having some fun with the London Marathon. They have to do something because they're not going to beat the Kenyans, so they got to do something fun.
Right. Is there a Kenyan marathon? And here we are, and they're off, and it's over.
Holy hell.
It's a sprint, not a marathon.
But sadly, nowhere near the record. Holy moly.
Did they send out a special memo saying, hey, we're going to try to break all these world records, dress as this person, this person, this person?
They have a sort of a roster of weird categories you can do.
Whatever this is, it's every year, and everybody does this.
I bet it's a good time.
The biggest category, worst teeth. That's a lot of.
And the 28th runner-up.
Imagine being the guy that trained your whole life to do this, and then you're just next to like a guy in a suit and a dress, dressed as a cup.
It's like Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not getting on, but old banana costume is.
Yeah. Guy's in a hot dog costume. He doesn't respect the stage.
Sumo wrestling coming up.
Okay, we got that. We got our NFL update with our NFL correspondent, comedian Costaki Economopoulos.
Yeah, you better tell the people.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's important to get to know yourself, and perhaps you've been thinking about some therapy because these times are odd. And therapy is about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, feeling better. And by the way, it's very important to understand that it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. And BetterHelp is all about connecting you with a licensed therapist, and it's all done online. So it's designed to be convenient, flexible, and, of course, suited to your schedule. How does it work? Well, you fill out a brief questionnaire, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And, by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And if you want, you can do it with cameras on. You can do it just going back and forth speaking. You can do it, if you want, essentially texting back and forth. It's designed to be whatever makes you comfortable. Find out the details by going to betterhelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/BT show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you, of course. We're coming right back. We've got Costaki Economopoulos. We got a fire with the Walt Disney people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a giant dragon. It's on fire. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You better believe it.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. We have a special guest, Tom.
I think we're
Brent
gonna get you.
Terhune.
There he is. Oh, sorry. We have 2 special guests. In the studio, the man with the red beard, it's Brent Terhune.
Thank you.
And Costaki Economopoulos joins us. Costaki, good morning, sir.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hi, Costaki.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
You have a guy running over your shoulder. That's very distracting.
Oh, yeah.
It almost doesn't even look like it's on your wall.
It looks like it's floating.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
cool.
it? Yeah.
That's Kyle Pitts, next superstar for the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know
Okay.
if you ever heard. Yeah.
Oh, not the one that was gambling. Okay, gotcha.
No, different one.
Yeah.
Different one.
Right.
Hey, I want to say before I get too far, I had a chance to work with Josh Arnold and Pat Godwin since I talked to you guys. They're great comics and great guys, and they're earnest and gracious. And I just loved it. That goes for Willie and Oskay. If any of these comics are coming to your town, go see them. They're awesome.
Thank you, Costaki.
really
Michael,
fun.
you killed it, man. It was
Speaking
so fun.
of coming to your town, am I correct in saying May 11th it'll be Modesto, California with Costaki Economopoulos? And then on May 25th through the 27th, Louisville, Kentucky. Where are you going to be in Louisville?
Oh, yeah. Louisville's the Comedy Caravan, that club that's been there for 40 years, maybe.
All right. Didn't they changed it to just the Caravan, right?
Yeah, after I was there, they got rid of the comedy.
They took the word comedy. Some kind of, I don't know, Better Business Bureau thing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That club's great. You just don't want to see it with the lights on. It's one of those. It's like, it's gritty.
You ever close a strip club, Costaki? Have you ever spent where all of a sudden 5 a.m. rolls around and they turn the lights on?
Oh, it's been a while, but yes, I have.
Yeah, I've only done it once, but I was like, oh, my life has to change. This is awful.
No, it's cool. If you're nice, they'll make you a Philly cheesesteak with chicken fingers. It's a real good time. Just tip well.
That's very specific.
You know, you didn't have to tell us that story. You know that.
Well, it's similar to that. When the lights come on, you go, oh, this is what this place looks like.
So some of the best comedy clubs are there when you see them with the lights on, you're like, oh God,
yeah,
it's nice. It's nice.
Now, Costaki, the big news this morning. It's our national nightmare is over. Finally, Aaron Rodgers officially traded to the Jets.
Right. At this point, he's been keeping New Yorkers waiting more than the subway. Finally, that deal went through. They said earlier this week the talks with Rodgers had re-engaged. Like, usually it doesn't work out when Rodgers is engaged, so this was a nice change of pace. They were arguing over the price of a guy famous for giving you a discount. That's weird, right?
He did the
When
discount.
Rodgers
He did is it Allstate? The discount super check or something?
Discount double check?
Discount double check. Yeah, it's something. I don't know if he's on those commercials anymore or not. I don't know.
When Rodgers finally gets a bust in Canton every year, is he going to threaten to move the statue to a different city? So, the draft is this week. I'm excited. I'm going. My brother and I are going to Kansas City on this week. We're going to go run around and wear our Falcon jerseys and root for stuff and drink beer and play cards. I can't wait.
You're obviously unaware that it's not available, first of all, on television, and you're going in person. Well, that's just not wise.
Good for you.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
So,
I pledge to do a version of this joke every year, and I'm a man of my word. The NFL draft has been held annually since 1936, like Jimmy Carter's penis.
This may be the final year for that one.
Yeah,
sorry to hear that, Bob.
Yeah,
I call it my candied peanut.
A lot of buzz about Anthony Richardson, who blew up the combine. This joke feels like it's from 1972. He broke the quarterback record for the broad jump. 8 broads.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good record. Yeah.
Richardson only threw 24 touchdowns in his college career, the least for a first-round quarterback since Michael Vick. You guys know it's not the size of the dog in the fight. Colts are looking for a quarterback. This is the 25th anniversary of the Colts picking Peyton Manning.
Wow.
First overall, ahead of Ryan Leaf. At this point, Colts just suck for 3 more years and get Arch Manning when he comes out of college, right?
I'm a big advocate
down
of
at the bottom of the division. You suck for luck. It's time to march for Arch. Next year, Marvin Harrison Jr. is available. You get the whole club back together again. It'll be fun. Where's Andrew Luck's kid? He'll be great for 6 years, then quit right before a season. Right? Too close to home. All right.
Funny stuff, right, Willie? Funny stuff. Man, oh man. Woo!
Bryce Young is the presumed number 1 overall pick. The only knock on him, he's 5'10". My 14-year-old daughter is taller than that.
Wow.
She can't dodge linebackers, but she can sidestep responsibility. So, very good at that. Speaking of short, Oklahoma just unveiled a statue of Kyler Murray. Well, it's not a statue. It's one of those figures taken off a vibrating football game. It's very small.
Not tall man, you see.
There are a lot of great tight ends in this class, which is something you could say when you're a college football analyst, but not when you're a college professor. Shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that at all.
A lot of great tight ends in this class. The brother of Aaron Hernandez was arrested recently for throwing a brick at ESPN headquarters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Still by a wide margin, the good brother. A lot of quarterback news. Baker Mayfield said, I'm not going to try to be Tom Brady. I'm going to be me. Yeah, that's why the paychecks are going to be a lot smaller. Falcons coach said he expects Desmond Ridder to take the next step. Oh, God. We're still waiting for Johnny Manziel to take the next step. It's been a decade. Manziel hasn't completed 12 steps yet.
Right.
And finally, Cam Newton's talking about a comeback.
Really?
He says there aren't 32 quarterbacks better than him. He's right. There are 62 quarterbacks better than him at this point. So I'm excited. The draft. What are you guys rooting for? What do you want to happen, Willie?
I still kind of want the Colts to go for Lamar. But, honestly, whatever happens is cool. I'm a Colts fan, so I'm pretty used to it. I'm just hanging out. I'm watching. Having fun.
Kostaki, where will you physically be during the draft?
Here's what's cool about the draft. It's free. There's a big, giant, secured area you got to get through with the metal detectors, and then once you're in there, you can just wander around wherever you want. So it's usually a big open area that's outside, and the draft is being held, and you wander in and out. And the Bears are up. You find the guys with the Bears jersey, and you ask them what they want, and you talk about, you guys are going to get, and they talk about what the Falcons need, and it's a bunch of football dorks who are just into it, and your team can't lose, and it's fun. It's really great. I love it.
Okay, cool. Well, give us a full report. We'll certainly look forward to that. Everything else going okay? Now, we should point out for those that don't know you, you are in the process of becoming a single man once again. Is that
that's true.
Proceeding with?
No, I'm just playing poker. I'm proceeding with nothing.
Oh, really?
Is the divorce final, Kostaki?
No.
What a great question. You've obviously never been divorced, Josh.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No. That sounds like a monumental mistake that one would make.
You're the only one in this room who could say that. Is that right?
Well, Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Brent,
Willie, okay.
Ace? You haven't been divorced, have you?
Not yet.
Ace
I've not made that mistake.
No.
Ace never got divorced?
Never got married.
Congratulations, Ace.
Yeah.
That's great, a grown-up right? Like you.
Yeah.
Now, Kostaki, have you furnished
your life?
Have you furnished your apartment yet?
I got a sticker.
Yeah, look at that. He's got a plant.
Yeah, the place is pretty good. I could put some more art up, but we're good. This place is great. It's walkable to so many.
Wait a minute.
I love this place.
Is that from the affordable Fathead line? What is that?
Yes, it is. It's the miniature. Yeah, that's right.
Boy, if anything shouts out, he's single. It's being able to affix a fathead sticker to a wall in his place.
Yeah, I love this place. No one in here is mad at me about anything.
Yeah.
It's just me hanging out, making pasta and Greek salads. Life's good.
All right.
All right, Kostaki. It's good talking to you.
Thanks,
talk to
guys.
you again soon.
See you, man. Thank you, Kostaki.
Once again, May 11th, Modesto, California, and May 25th to the 27th, Louisville at the Caravan with Kostaki live and in person.
Cool.
Right now, we return to the sports desk. Is that where we are still?
We got a sumo wrestling story. You ready?
Sure.
Japan's Crying Baby Sumo Festival has returned for the first time since the pandemic. The traditional competition involves pairs of toddlers.
What?
Wearing ceremonial sumo aprons.
This is huge in Japan.
Oh, boy.
They're held up by their parents and face each other in the sumo ring while staff wear demon masks to try to make the babies cry.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
So lately there's a lot of talk about things you shouldn't do in front of children. I think this should be the top of the list. You shouldn't dress up like a demon and make your baby fight another baby.
And the first kid to cry wins? Is that how
the first baby to cry is declared the winner?
And we wonder why they're all whacking it to tentacle porn. Because this is the stuff that happens.
64 babies participated in the ritual at Tokyo's Senzoji Temple this year, while some might frown upon. While everyone frowns on the practice, Shigemi Fuji, chairman of the Tourism Federation, explained, in Japan, we believe babies who cry powerfully also grow up to be very healthy.
All right.
Crying sumo is held at shrines and temples nationwide to, it says here, the delight of parents and onlookers.
See, that's what you want to worry about, not the crying baby, the parent who's laughing at the baby crying.
Yeah.
Making their babies cry.
My goodness.
Do they throw the rice out, too, before they scare them? Or?
Is
That's
that a
thing.
sumo thing?
Yeah, they throw rice out, don't
It's
they?
salt.
Or weddings. They do that, too, at weddings, Tom.
I think they throw salt out onto the arena for
Okay.
good luck.
Let's give this baby a handful of salt.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different culture, different tradition.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to participate in it.
Would you put Willie out there and make him cry? Even now, dress him up in a sumo and then...
Oh, no.
I think I could probably get into the featherweight area in sumo over there. I could probably put on some weight. I'd be happy to do that. That'd be a fun diet. Just drink, Ben and Jerry's in the microwave.
Oh.
I'd love to go over there, see what that culture has to offer me.
If that's the case, I've been training for years. Well,
now, is that officially the end of sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Sports
So
at
we'll hand it back to
wrapped
Christy
up.
Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
The Blackpool Zoo is trying to recruit a team of people to wear bird costumes.
Blackpool Zoo, what you do?
In order to scare away seagulls. The birds have been persistently stealing food from visitors and animal enclosures. The zoo says that the successful candidates will join the visitor services team as so-called seagull deterrents.
Is that right?
Those taking on the roles would need to be outgoing and comfortable wearing a bird costume, according to the ad.
These will be more effective than last year's dropped Cheeto costumes. The seagulls loved it.
So they're in effect scarecrows. They're scarecrows.
Yes, in effect, yes.
You
they
get to
are.
go there and dress up as a giant bird.
And chase out the seagulls.
Okay.
Chick hates seagulls, Tom.
Yeah, he does.
We're the jackasses of the world. You're there, you're enjoying the day.
They're
you're
very helpful.
Listening to the here they come. And
They're-
whatever you have, they feel like it's theirs.
They're scavengers. They're very good.
Mine.
And you're not allowed to kill them.
Well, that's what they tried to tell me.
Sir, you're not allowed to do that. We told you this yesterday.
So I'm confused. So you're at a zoo.
Right.
And you're dressed up like a giant bird.
Right.
Do they tell, like, the bears that there's a person there?
Now listen, we're gonna have some people walking around today, Bear.
I'm gonna be inside the bear enclosure. Now, the bear knows I'm not really a giant bird that he can eat, right?
I don't think they put him in the bear enclosure. I don't know. I mean,
This would be one of those great Hallmark rom-coms. Don't you think?
well, who's in the suit? The guy or the girl? Are they both in suits?
That's a good question.
You don't want to cover up your main stars. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The
Really?
face, the money, the old money makers.
It's like Pedro Pascal and Mandalorian. Let me see that beautiful mustache, man. Take the mask off.
When you were Foghorn Leghorn, did you ever flirt with any of the ladies dressed as Foghorn?
I'll say.
The cool thing about it was I could be greeting the children while looking at the moms.
Ah.
But I mean,
the boners got in the way.
Good God.
I said,
Thank you,
I need to
Josh.
stand behind the sign for a minute. Just for a quick second.
My eye! Foghorn has to take a break.
I want to move away from this topic for a couple different reasons. Right now, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Brent Terhune, find out what's going on with Brent. Now, I understand, Brent, you have a comedy special on Amazon Prime entitled "What on Flat Earth?" Is
What
that
on
correct?
Flat Earth?
Is
yeah.
it up and running?
Yep, it's out right now. You can go watch it.
Okay.
All right.
We'll find out what it's about when we return. Right now, I want to talk about getting stuff done in a world where it's hard to get anyone to do anything these days. I'm talking about Angie. Tell me more, Josh.
That's right. I had a project that I needed done, had no idea where to start, what pro would be right for me, what price was fair. Well, I went to Angie, and Angie got me taken care of. That's right. Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done. Angie gets them done well. Angie, your personal home expert, having served 150 million consumers to date, with over 220,000 pros in their network. I love Angie. Angie has helped me out immensely. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job well done. And Angie has simplified finding help for home projects, which is something I desperately needed. In just a few taps on the Angie app, I was able to find the right pro to fix my chimney. That's right. Needed some flashing put on, needed some waterproofing, all that stuff, and a cricket put on the roof. Well, Angie got me all taken care of from start to finish. You can also just go on Angie and research and connect with local pros if you have an idea for a specific project you might like to get finished. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. No surprise costs at the end. You know what you're going to pay right in the beginning. Angie has projects that are priced up front and clearly lays out the cost before you buy. And Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Maybe just a small repair, maybe a major remodel. Angie will be your go-to for anything you need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. They really will help you out. All the pros on Angie.
Thank you very much, Angie. Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Brent Terhune. We're going to find out what is that noise? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin out today. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we have a special comedian guest.
He is Brent Terhune.
Hello.
The man, the beard. The new comedy special, which is entitled What on Flat Earth? And it's on Amazon Prime. You can check that out. Also, you can actually see Brett in person coming up this Saturday. Erie, Pennsylvania is the place. For tickets, go to BrentComedy.com.
Yes, sir.
Also, Brent, you've got a podcast out there and more. What's the name of your podcast?
It's called The Field Trip with Brent Terhune, which works because I'm the host. Willie's been on it. Josh has been on it. Nobody else will return my emails, but
I haven't gotten one.
I have not gotten an email about this.
That's what you guys said last time I was here.
My address is Cosby at Bob and Tom.
Yeah, it's a topic-based podcast. So,
one of those, huh? Okay.
Yeah. This week, actually, we watched Goodfellas, and then next week we watched a Henry Hill documentary.
Cool.
So every week it's something different. If you don't like it, wait till next week.
Okay, sounds good. And I've been handed this package.
Yes.
What do you got over there, Tom?
I don't know. I was handed this bag. It's a red bag.
Is that from Brent?
It's from Brent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't like it, I'll just
Thank
die.
you for asking, Josh.
It was your birthday recently, right?
Yes, it was.
I hope it's something that makes it.
What's he got here?
Oh my God! It's a knit Mr. Magoo doll.
Oh, look at that!
I
thought it was you.
This is amazing, and it's the Mr. Magoo from the great musical Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol, and it's a Tiny Tim.
Right.
Oh my goodness!
Where'd you get this?
I had a lady made it. Her company's called Tales from the Stitch.
Love it.
And
Oh my
that's
God.
a custom job, Tom.
Thank you. This is a chick doesn't care for it, but my favorite Christmas
I
special.
don't think anyone cares for it. Go ahead and listen to it and get back to me.
I even have the Mr. Magoo. There's a special book about the Mr. Magoo Christmas Carol special. It's of course Dickens' A Christmas Carol with great music. And
Sure.
It's animated and.
What child is this?
Oh,
it's everybody's
Well, thanks, Brent. That's super cool. I'll put these in my office.
You're welcome.
Nice.
I'll put them over here right now.
The lady, she doesn't do that stuff. I sent her pictures, and she made that no problem.
Okay.
So she could make anything if I.
Yeah,
if I
that's
want.
posable. It's got a little wire
God.
in there. You can,
What?
yeah. I think you got. If you
Wow.
Oh boy!
What's the line where Scrooge is up in the window and he throws the sack of money
Hey,
at the
boy.
boy?
What day is it? Well, it's Christmas Day, sir. I haven't missed it.
Is that big turkey still in the window? Oh, that's great.
It is, sir.
It's terrific.
We're going to walk into his
Very
office.
thoughtful, Brent. Thank
He'll
you
be playing with them like they're G.I. Joes. But in this version, everyone's nice to Scrooge from the get-go.
Yeah. Well, here's some Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol for you.
Do you know this child?
The child is young Ebenezer Scrooge. You see,
I had to
he's left
squeeze
here
Bacchus's
all alone.
balls.
Can you imagine Jim Backus in the outtakes just cursing at these?
He was evidently famous, infamous for that.
Yeah, on the set of Gilligan's Island, of course.
Up here we go,
He was Mr. Howell.
Yeah. This is Mr. Magoo. I'm not sure what this is.
That's a theme?
Back on Broadway.
Yeah, this is the beginning. It's supposed to be a Broadway play.
Oh, yeah.
Back. Great to be back on Broadway.
This doesn't really give you the feel of the Christmassy thing.
And now here's Mr. Magoo for a product called Stag Beer. Are you ready?
No, don't jump off. You missed the boat. Missed the boat? Nonsense. Missing Stag Beer is missing the boat. Every drop, every sip, every swallow gives complete refreshment. That's Stag Beer.
Wow.
And notice the voice at the beginning. They didn't want to hire two people.
Right.
So.
Clearly, Jim.
Don't jump off. You missed the boat.
You missed the boat.
I love the days when a cartoon would just advertise alcohol and stuff,
Cigarettes. There's the famous Flintstone cigarette commercials.
Nothing is better than a Winston cigarette, Barn.
I don't think Stag Beer survived, did it?
If it
Never
became
heard of
something
it.
else, I don't know.
And it was big in St. Louis for a while.
Was it?
Yeah,
Really?
my uncles and grandparents and stuff
I
always
never
had
heard of
Stag.
it.
No kidding.
Yeah, I feel like it is still available.
Oh, maybe it's a regional
I'm going
beer.
to look it up.
That's like Budweiserville, and Stag Beer was the beer, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
The term stag.
Stag Beer official shop.
Oh, it's still out there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wasn't there a Stag magazine? Wasn't it kind of a lesser Playboy?
Yes, Stag.
Hilarious.
Oh, maybe you can just buy shirts. Maybe it's not really.
And then
the
they
beer.
put antlers on the centerfold or something like that. I think they did.
The Doe's edition was very problematic.
This almost looks like Stag Beer is still out there.
Yeah, it does, but I think it is a kind of a regional thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was the number one beer in the St. Louis area, but it was certainly around all the time.
The point is, thank you, Brent. Those are really cool.
That is the point.
Mr. Magoo, and so I could send this person a thing, and she would make like a knit Willie.
I think so.
She could
You
make
send
me
her
a
a
statue
picture,
of Willie.
Now, by knit Willie, you mean your son,
huh?
Your son, right? Not like a fluffy, soft bean.
Not your Willie. Not your Willie.
Well, if we send her pictures of our wieners,
I think if the price is right, she might do it.
Sadly, it's probably not the first time some jackass.
Well.
Yeah, make this into an action figure, will you?
Brent, what else is new in your life? You're a married man.
Dogs,
man, cats, anything going on there?
Cats, yeah, we like our cats. People don't like cats. You can tell people don't like cats because everybody knows breeds of dogs, don't they? If you don't like the dog, you can, Rottweiler, German Shepherd, but if somebody's like, what kind of cat is that? Somebody else will be like, orange. Mm-hmm. We talk about cats the same way we talk about Gatorades. What kind do you like? I like blue. That's what I like. But we it's been a few years. We just moved into this house. It's got saloon doors. That's my favorite part.
Oh,
of this house. I love saloon doors because you can pretend you're in the wild, wild west or the back room at a video store.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite things. So,
back in the day, the back room of the video store. What was the name of the video store you frequented, Josh?
Spanky's.
Spanky's.
Yeah, and Award Video. That was another one.
Is it still there?
The buildings are. The stores are not. Like, they're empty. They're empty, yeah. In fact, I think Award Video has been taken over by some other business, but Spanky's used to be an old bank. And then it used to be Banky's. Yeah. And then they changed it. They turned it into a porn shop, and they still had the drive-through, but it wasn't being utilized. But I always thought that would be perfect to be able to return the porn in the pneumatic tubes, because the walk of shame of returning porn is a bummer. It was right next to an Enterprise rent-a-car, and so they were always busy washing rental cars. So there were always like 3 or 4 people out there in their ties washing the rental cars, and I would just be getting out of my car in like essentially the same parking lot with 3 cassettes or whatever walking into the...
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, I know. How'd you like those?
Hey, you want some lube there, Pervo?
Oh.
Okay, thanks. When we come back, we have a number of interesting things going on in the news. We'll see what else is going on with comedian Brent Terhune. He's going to be at the Sheraton Erie Bayfront Hotel, Erie, PA. That's coming up this Saturday, am I correct?
Yes, sir. At the
And you
Flagship
can get
City Comedy
tickets.
Festival.
You can get tickets at BrentComedy.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
That coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Brent Terhune joins us.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Brent Terhune for this nice gift. He had this woman make me these beautiful handmade, they're not like puppets, they're sort of little sculptures that are knitted. I checked out the website. Really interesting stuff. Tales from the Stitch.
Yeah.
It's called. And she made one of my favorite movies, of course, is Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Right.
You made me she made me a Tiny Tim and a Mr. Magoo.
Very cool.
Those are so neat. So she could make almost anything then?
I think so, yeah, because she normally does horror-related stuff.
Right.
And I sent her some pictures. I said, can you do this? And, of course, it was Tiny Tim and Scrooge. And she
nailed it.
Yeah. And then she even, before she sent them to me, she said, hey, how's this look? And they look exactly how they look now. Yeah,
Yeah,
really good.
Amazing. So I could have a Chick McGee made?
I think you could, yeah.
Could he take over and I'll just stay home? How's that?
I already have a puppet.
Yeah, we're already here. As if we're not puppets in real life, then you have puppets of us.
And now you're going to have dolls.
Those could be voodoo dolls if they're pissing you off.
I hadn't considered that.
And, by the way, Stag Beer apparently is out there.
Yeah, I'm looking on a map here. You can get it in Illinois.
Belleville, Illinois. It started in 1907. Alive and well.
Cool.
We were talking about Stag Beer because the man who did the great voice of Mr. Magoo,
Jim Backus,
the late great Jim Backus,
and evidently there is audio of him cursing and all sorts of things as Magoo out there.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. He was Mr. Magoo. He's most famous probably as Mr. Howell.
Yeah,
on Gilligan's Island. Also, wasn't he the dad in James Dean
Rebel Without a Cause? Yeah.
Wow.
He's the airline pilot and It's a mad, 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 mad world.
So, and in any event, thanks,
terrific.
Brent. That's
Go back there and make me some old fashioned.
Brent, you're a stand-up comedian. You're on the road coming up this weekend. I know you're going to be in Erie, Pennsylvania, at the Bayfront Hotel. Mm-hmm. That's Saturday, and ticket information, as I understand it, is available at what is it?
BrentComedy.com.
Brent.
Yes.
Comedy.com. Mm-hmm. You're married. You've been married for a couple of years. You got a. You said, are you in a new house?
Yeah, it's new to us, but we love the area. But you guys have bad neighbors.
Oh, I don't, thankfully. But
I don't either. Thankfully.
Yeah,
certainly that must happen.
This is not my neighbors per se, but have you guys ever noticed that people with the worst yards always have the most no trespassing signs? They're like, no trespassing, Mike. Nobody was trying to, man. We don't want tetanus, okay? We're going to stay over here out of that Saw movie of a yard you got going on. Like, have you? Sometimes it's not even. I don't get mad at yards. Sometimes you ever seen a yard so junky that you got to slow down to take it all in like it's Christmas lights?
Yes.
Like you're like, I'm not even mad. I've never seen so many walkers. Why do you have? all those blue tarps that are half disintegrated. How do you have all those lawnmowers and your grass is this tall? How does that work? You got a tree growing in that lawnmower.
I think it's cool. I like an outdoor washer. I always love that, seeing the dryer out front.
Like, how do they accumulate so much stuff? I just
They
drove
might
by a
need
place yesterday, and it was like,
That was
how
mine.
do you do that?
Years ago, I had that neighbor.
Did you really?
Chick had the neighbor.
He had a backup. He had a giant generator, and
He
in
had a
his
big
driveway.
tar. It was like a tank truck.
He had like an old Bronco, and then he had that it actually worked, and then he had an even older Bronco that he used for parts.
And then he had, remember the big tar? I can't even describe it. It looked like an oil tanker for. And
I
it was
think that was a generator.
covered in tar.
Ugh.
And it was right there in the middle of the lawn.
We called him Captain Carl. He was right across the street.
Yeah. Now, your wife is. That's all going good.
Yeah, she says hi. By the way,
Okay,
Tom,
good.
to you specifically. No,
Good.
She said, "Well, you had the guy with the generator over there. We have a guy in our neighborhood that drives a hearse every day.
No kidding.
That's true, and he doesn't work at a funeral home. As far as I've never seen him in a suit. He's allergic to shirts, but
it's his mode of transportation.
Yes, every day he just drives this hearse. He doesn't run a haunted house. It's not decorated to be a haunted house, but he just it's just weird to see a hearse at Burger King, and then be like, "There's Jim over there."
Angus Scrim must be here.
The tall man's here.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah, that's the same people. They live to my right, your left, which is not important at all. But they have a bunch of dogs, and I like dogs. I like German Shepherds, but I don't like these dogs because they've not raised them to be good dogs. They don't say stuff like "stop barking" and "get on the leash," you know. And the guy on the other side of them, they let the dogs out and they bark, and all you hear when they let the dogs out is he goes, "Shut up!" over the fence. And you've yelled at a dog. You know what they do when they calm down immediately, don't they?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Oh, pardon me, sir. I had no idea I was causing such a ruckus. I'll calm down post haste. That's a German Shepherd. I don't know why he's talking that
way. Brent Terhune is our guest. Brent's new comedy special is available online, and it's on Amazon Prime. It's called What on Flat Earth. Are you a Flat Earth guy?
No, but the character I do online, his name is Alpha Male. He's a truck rant type guy, so he's mad at Bud Light and all that stuff. I actually jumped through a wooden table full of Bud Light 3 years ago, and it's somehow come back around. To be relevant again.
Gotcha.
But, he's always like, "What on flat Earth is going on?" That's his phrase that he says. So
I see.
Yeah,
endorsing the flat Earth thing.
He's a full blown everything. You know?
Every conspiracy out there.
Yeah, he's like that's what they want you to think, but he doesn't. He never knows who they is. But he's like, he's that type of guy. So
I like that guy. I kind of am that guy.
Well, we turn the pages back over this way to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, Australians are outraged after a 13-foot-long crocodile was found with its head torn off.
Oh, my gosh.
News.com.au reports the giant croc was discovered on the remote Cow Bay Beach in Queensland, while horrified locals suspect it to be a trophy killing. Officials said they were unable to determine the cause of death. Well, I have an idea.
I don't know. Beheading?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Right?
sad.
I played enough Mortal Kombat to know that was probably a fatality.
Finish him.
Yeah.
And the Belgian coastal town of De Panay has hosted a very interesting championship.
Oh, I love De Panay with
De Panay.
marinara.
I'm a sucker for Alfredo.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But, yeah.
According to Reuters, 50 participants took part in a contest wherein judges awarded a prize to the person who could best imitate a seagull.
Here you go.
That's pretty close.
Please make it stop. That's mine.
All right.
Only 18 more minutes.
Shut
I
up,
stayed
dog.
in that hotel room before.
21-year-old Yarmo, a first-time competitor, was named the winner.
I am Yarmo.
I guess they do this competition to raise sympathy for the oft-reviled birds,
Will no one say hello to Yarmo?
as there's no coast without seagulls, as Chick calls them. What?
Well, I can't say what I call on the air.
Anytime Chick is at a beach,
Look at this.
he will send me a picture of a seagull, and with the caption, "Look at this," and it's usually some
a-hole. A-hole. Look at this.
And it's all, the pictures are always, they look like they're just being a-hole, just standing there like a jerk,
like a foot away. They have no idea we could wring their necks, or maybe they do know they're protected. You're not supposed to do that, I guess.
They act like they know they're protected, don't
they?
I
guess.
Arrogant birds.
Grabbing your French fries.
They sure will.
Oh, yeah.
They love a crinkle
anything.
cut.
But this contest, it also says that, as you mentioned, that it's not just the sound. They get points for their behavior.
No kidding. So they're flapping their wings or walking like a seagull?
I hope it's not crapping on the windshield of the cars at the clam restaurant. I don't know.
Tom, every year, didn't Carson have these bird people on that would do the voices? Like they had the annual bird calling.
Yeah, he was big on that. That was one of his classic.
What
classic
a strange
things.
thing.
Yeah. This is our second bird story of the day. First, we had people dressing up as birds. Now we have people
imitating birds.
Seagulls.
Yeah.
Now, it's not exactly a bird story, but we have an interesting story about dragons in the news. Did you see this?
Yeah, an animatronic dragon burst into flames during Disneyland's popular Phantasmic show.
Imagine.
Ryan Locks, who captured the fiery incident on video, said, quote, "The head started going on fire instead of the fire projecting out. The show was stopped almost immediately." Lauk went on to say, then right after that, the dragon started catching fire and the whole body was up in flames.
Are they filming a Diet Pepsi commercial?
Ooh.
Michael Jackson joke.
No, they did see.
Yeah, I heard.
They saw Governor DeSantis running away with a gasoline can.
Take that. The Anaheim Fire Department said no injuries were reported following the blaze at the Southern California theme park.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah. Man.
Don't buy a dragon from SpaceX.
Was it that annoying Eddie Murphy dragon from Mulan?
You don't like Eddie Murphy's dragon?
Hey, we need a cartoon character that's real loud and obnoxious. Well, have you written jokes for it? Not really. That's why we need the loud and obnoxious part. Let's get Eddie Murphy. Donkey? You kidding me with that crap?
Oh, my gosh.
You don't like the donkey?
You don't like Shrek?
Witless, completely laugh-free.
When he farted in that movie.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
And then out of nowhere he goes, "Let's make waffles." Man, oh, man.
Just loud.
Funny
Just
stuff.
loud. Write a joke.
All right. Coming up, we will be checking in with more interesting stuff with Christy, I think. But first, I've got to do the quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, Christy Lee, what is your sleep number setting in your sleep number bed?
40.
That means what?
It means that it's a little bit softer than, say, the top of the line, which would be...
A little bit softer now.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is what?
Hardest, 100 maximum, firm.
100. That's a firm mattress, ladies and gentlemen. Here's how this works. The Sleep Number bed, at the touch of a button, you can change the firmness setting. Sleep Number makes a whole bunch of different types and sizes of beds that do all kinds of great things. But the principle, the founding, the origin story, if you will, of the Sleep Number bed is their knowledge that 8 out of 10 people prefer a different firmness to that of their partner. Therefore, the Sleep Number bed is adjustable. When you get home, at the touch of a button, you make it at the level you want it. And the Sleep Number beds will talk to you. Not out loud, of course, but they'll tell you what you need to do to get better sleep. For example, experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature 65 to 68 degrees for comfortable sleep. Sleep Number also has temperature adjusting beds to help you. The bedding will actually help you get more sleep. Sleep at the next level. Unlock your potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you do. And right now, a special event at the Sleep Number stores. Save $500 on the new next-gen Sleep Number smart beds. Plus, special financing is available for a limited time, subject to credit approval. Get all the details at your favorite Sleep Number store. How do you find it? You go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Better sleep habits can help you feel more awake throughout the day. And having a Sleep Number bed is the first way to get that done. They last longer than conventional mattresses, and they're adjustable, so everybody's happy. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. and end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Comedian Brent Terhune joins us. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Brent Terhune is a fine comedian, and he'll be on the road this weekend, the Sheraton Erie Bayfront Hotel. And you can find information about Brent and all of his activities by going to
BrentComedy.com.
BrentComedy.com. And he's got his new special out there. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called What on Flat Earth? You're also known for doing a character, Mr. Coney Danza.
Yeah,
Can you explain Coney, since you don't have your Coney suit on?
No, it's a hot dog. He's a hot dog, and for years I was probably one of the few people in the country that traveled with a hot dog suit in the back of my car. But he's in the closet now. But he's a hot dog.
You know, in today's world, we're all okay. He can love whoever he wants to love.
Yeah.
It's okay with me.
He's a hot dog, and that was one. I haven't done the character very often, but I was listening on the drive-in. You guys were talking about Coney Danza, so it's all food jokes. Like you'd say. Growing up, my dad was one of those guys that had a stick up his ass. Granted, he was a corn dog, but come on! I was. You know what really steams my buns, Tom?
What?
When you're running on the treadmill and somebody grabs your ass with a pair of tongs.
That's got to
work out at the gas station.
Oh, I love Coney Danza.
Last time I worked out at the gas station.
Got an unusual request here. Ladies and gentlemen. Pay close attention.
Okay.
No, I'm only doing this because someone has asked for it.
What do you got?
This is from a Mr. Price.
Vincent Price?
No.
All right.
Mr. J. Price, and here's his request.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day.
Ooh,
that was Chick McGee's fart
opens
of
up
the
there.
day.
We need to get new farts. That's all there is to it.
All right.
Was that the Wilhelm fart?
Right.
Oh, great joke.
And by the way, as it happens sometimes, the incident from this morning's show has a title now. This is an email from Jim regarding the London Marathon world record fiasco.
Yes.
This is Jim from Northeast Ohio. Only reason I'm still listening is that I'm definitely certain that Josh and Chick are going to murder Tom at any minute. Please stop the insanity that went into reporting the marathon.
See, it's fun.
And tell Tom, by the way, glass, definition 2, a drinking container made from glass.
So you've never said, hey, grab one of those plastic glasses and bring it out here?
I've never said that.
Plastic cups.
Plastic cup. Give me a glass.
Isn't a cup more like a thing you'd put coffee in, whereas don't you have those plastic?
That'd be closer to a mug.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
And you're saying incorrectly.
I think what gets hold of there's mug.
I think glass it refers to any kind of a
glass.
It doesn't have to be glass.
I think it should be. I think you know.
Are the glasses you're wearing on your face made of glass or plastic?
Oh, the lenses
What about
themselves?
that? What's
I
the
go old
styrofoam?
school. They're
What
actual
would you
glass.
call this?
I'd call it a foam glass.
Hey, at least he's consistent.
Just a liar.
Well, you're just stupid. Is what you are.
No, I'm just trying to describe an object that I've lost my place. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to my sister Jan over in England.
Jan, we love you.
Having a
Thank
great
you for
birthday.
the nice
She
little
just
note you
texted
sent
me to remind me. You probably don't know this, Tony Danza.
Hey,
or
it's
Coney
my
Danza.
birthday, Tom. Please wish me happy birthday.
Is it your
that
birthday?
No, that's what she texted.
No. Not
Don't
at all.
forget it's my birthday, little brother.
She texted me.
Again, don't forget again. It goes on.
Because Brent Terhune gave me a nice gift. These beautiful hand-knit dolls of Mr. Magoo as... These are just beautiful. This is from the Christmas Carol. Mm-hmm. This is Ebenezer Scrooge and Tiny Tim as little dolls.
A little
handmade.
crocheted.
And my sister emailed me to say, remember, our dad went to school with Jim Backus.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's why you like Jim Backus.
No, I mean, I love Jim Backus. I think he's a genius. I mean, admittedly, some of the Mr. Magoo cartoons, they probably have to edit out certain parts now.
Yeah,
different
I would
times,
think.
you know.
I would think some caricatures they use.
Yes, perhaps damaging in some ways. I'm so sorry. But yeah, hey, Jan, have a great birthday. Now,
Yeah, Jan.
we have Christy Lee at the news desk. What else is going on?
Speaking of food, scientists in Italy have created an edible battery.
Really?
Developed by researchers at the Italian Institute of Technology. It's made with riboflavin, vitamin B2, quercetin, a plant flavanol, activated charcoal, electrolytes,
Sounds
nori
delicious.
seaweed,
Yeah.
beeswax, and edible gold foil.
I had to stop eating batteries.
Did you?
Acid reflux.
Now, let me tell you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is almost, we're having a symposium on comedy. Here's an example.
So do you think this is more important than the bicycle story we had earlier about the bicycle with the square wheels? A guy inventing an edible battery?
The battery cell operates at 0.65 volts, low enough not to create problems in the human body, but can power small electric devices for a limited time.
Yeah, what is this for?
Well, I mean, eventually they'll have one that can, for example, maybe some heart valve starter or something, heart pump.
Scientists say the
I see.
rechargeable edible battery could be used to help monitor health conditions or in children's toys where there's a high risk of ingestion.
No. We're getting rid of survival of the fittest here. Your
They
kid
added-
eats a battery.
Wait, they added, with future developments, these batteries could power edible soft robots.
What?
Did you say edible soft robots?
I did.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, chick.
Has anybody seen my ham bot?
Josh, I ate one of those Energizers.
Yeah.
And I got diarrhea. I just kept going and going.
Oh, I hear that'll
very good.
That'll happen.
Which is the slogan from that battery.
Yeah. We got it.
I just didn't know if you guys got it.
And now we have, so you've got your AA batteries, your AAAs, and now your A1. This battery's delicious on a steak.
Are they going to call that an edible, though?
Are they going to call it an
Yeah,
edible?
because it's an edible battery. It's weird when they put weed in the food and call that an edible as if the food wasn't edible in the first place. you
Yeah?
know? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm on an edible right now. It's pizza, and I'm getting drowsy.
Again, if you weren't listening earlier, we had a great news story about these engineers that have created a bicycle with square wheels, and it's
he's just doing it again.
I know, he loves the story.
it just shows the cleverness of people doing something. They're being challenged to do something. Sure, it's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, if you were sitting having coffee and you're by the bike trail and some guy drives by on a bike with square wheels, you're going to go, "Hey, look at that!"
But that's exactly what that guy wants.
Yep.
There's photos of Salvador Dali walking as Anteater.
Sure.
And that's exactly what he wanted, was to be photographed. That's why I would not comment on the square wheels.
You know, I started thinking more about this. This eliminates flat tires and the need for inflation. So that is a thing, right?
Yeah, but it's completely impractical, though, and it doesn't go fast at all.
I think they might be going, hey, we don't need air anymore.
But why couldn't they just make it round with the treads?
Because treads don't come round. I'm going to need you to use your head.
Round here.
Treads don't
That's a great song.
Oh, that's a great song. Round here. Yeah. I'm sorry, Christy, what else have you got over there?
2,000-year-old Roman bust that was discovered at a Texas Goodwill.
Like two boobs?
Is heading back to Germany. I think it's actually the whole thing. Antique dealer Laura Young purchased the bust of the Roman general Drusus Geramasis for $34.99 back in 2018.
Pretty cheap.
$34.99.
Yep. Research revealed that it once belonged to the collection of King Ludwig I of Bavaria and was on display in a German museum. It likely made its way to the U.S. with a soldier following World War II.
Look what I took.
KSAT
We just sit around all day.
reports the statue currently on display at the San Antonio Museum of Art, but will be returning to Germany in May. How did she figure this out?
I don't know. Why'd she tell anybody? Sold it on the black market.
I'm just saying, who goes to Goodwill and goes, where's the statue section?
I mean, she's
looking
an
for a
antique.
Roman bust.
She's an antique dealer. Do you think she regularly goes to Goodwill looking for this kind of stuff?
So a switcheroo here, someone stole something from a German museum. The question is who they steal it from.
Yeah.
Someone else's, it's nice when the stuff starts going back to the place where it belongs.
Archaeologists in Italy have unearthed an ancient dolphin statue. The statuette, discovered at a sanctuary in the ancient Greek city of Paestum, depicts the Greek god Eros riding a dolphin.
Hey, am I on the way to the town I'm looking for?
No, you're past him.
It might be Paestum. The ancient city dates from the 5th century BC, the ancient Greek version. Yeah, so I
Did
don't...
they have dolphins there?
In Greece?
In Greece? I don't know.
You know, the first dolphins weren't fried in France. Wait a minute. I'm getting confused.
Were they fried in Greece? You did that on purpose. Sorry.
500 BC. By the way, what are we counting down to? Does anybody know? 500 BC? 499?
Yeah, that always
400
always
BC.
wondered about that, too.
Well, they weren't right.
A composite
Happy
Tyrannosaurus.
birthday, you're getting younger.
Yeah.
What the hell were they doing back then?
Okay, I found the statue. This guy's kind of a fantasy. He's riding the dolphin.
Sure, Eros, hey.
It's fun. I'd like to ride a dolphin.
Me too.
No, don't do that.
Well, of
No,
course we're
they
not
like
gonna ride a
it.
dolphin.
They're beasts of burden by nature.
My back hurts. Oh, you like this?
Yeah, Chick and I did that stupid thing where you swim with the dolphins. Don't do that.
I held a fish in my mouth so a dolphin could come up and get it. It was
they're
disgusting.
They're trapped in a little cage, and
That is disgusting.
they warn all the women. That I'm not kidding. They warn the ladies that the dolphins get very amorous. Don't touch them in certain places.
Hung like John Holmes. It's just a mess. Don't do it. Just enjoy
really.
the sunshine. Don't go, I'm going to swim with the dog. No, don't.
Let's go to a good place, not the place you guys went.
No,
there are no good places.
There are no good places to swim
These
with
animals need to be
dolphins.
left alone and go observe them, perhaps from a boat. Don't trap them.
You guys have never been to Wacky Zach's adult dolphin prison?
That's right. I'm Wacky Zach. You rope him. You ride him.
Wacky Zach is on the up and up.
Prison?
Well, it's a prison theme. It's not. It's all a misnomer kind of.
Oh, jeez.
Dolphins like being held.
Now, Brent Terhune is our guest, and Brent, this weekend, Saturday at the Erie Bayfront Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, your comedy special is available. It's called What on Flat Earth on Amazon Prime, and it features your alter ego.
Yes, sir.
Is there just some regular Brent Terhune on there as well?
Yep, there's just regular stand-up, and it's the back. I was telling Josh during the break, it was filmed at Zany's in Nashville, and you can't tell it was a comedy club that had a lady that set dresses for the Country Music Awards. That's my favorite part of this special. Not the jokes that I've worked decades on. Was this backdrop of mid-century modern? It's got the carpet from The Shining on the wall.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was really elaborate. So if nothing else, check it out for the backdrop. Maybe not the jokes.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure the jokes are very, very fun. Christy, what else you got?
A composite Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton was sold at an auction in Zurich this week. The T-Rex bones assembled into a skeleton sold for $5.3 million.
Oh, them bones.
How they know which way they go, right, Chick?
I don't know. Oh, this is exactly we put all the bones together.
They've found enough of them. They know.
It's amazing.
What's
Look.
cool about this is it's 3 different skeletons. They got together to, it'd be like building a car out of if you found 3 cars, then you could compile the parts and.
Dubbed Trinity, the skeleton was created from approximately 300 bones that Tom mentioned were dug up from 3 different sites here in the United States.
How about that?
Sold at an auction in Zurich.
For how much?
$5.3 million.
Seems cheap for a T-Rex skeleton.
Who buys that?
A museum,
Nicolas
I would
Cage.
think.
Yeah, you're eccentric, weirdo,
Yeah.
rich people.
Supervillains that need to put something in their foyer.
Yeah.
Oh, you say that? Foyer. Yeah.
Like at the Wayne Manor.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Didn't Johnny Depp buy a skeleton or a big T-Rex skeleton and have to return it because it was stolen or something?
I think he did.
Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, where would you put that? Your backyard? Let the kid slide down its back? I don't know.
Where do you buy it? Is there some discount? Come to the Bone Zone.
At a dinosaur.
The dinosaur?
That's right.
The Bone Zone.
The Bone Zone.
There's a lovely farm out by my house that has a nice metal dinosaur in the front yard.
Sounds lovely.
Oh, that's one of many.
I have no
many
doubt.
metal sculptures.
Okay. Well, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Christy Lee. Your taste buds giving you a ring. They're calling you up going, hey, enough.
Hello.
Enough. We've had enough of your cooking. We've had enough of the same restaurants. We want something new and something special and something great. HelloFresh has some great ideas for the spring. Of course, the way HelloFresh works, we've talked about it for a while. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. They make the recipes up. You pick the ones you want. You've got more than 40 to choose from on any given week, with over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. Whatever kind of lifestyle you've got with respect to food, they can cover it. How does it work? They send you the box. They've done the measuring. You put it together, sometimes in just 15 minutes or less. That's the new thing. They've got their fast and fresh options. You got all kinds of great food and quality ingredients guaranteed to be fresh. What have you been working on, Willie?
Check out the Italian chicken and pepper sandos with potato wedges and garlic sauce. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you are enjoying this Hall of Fame dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
These are crafted by expert chefs, foolproof recipes. Again, all the ingredients are there. You don't have to wander around the grocery store trying to find the sour cream and then the horseradish. Aren't they in the same place? Nope. HelloFresh does the work for you. You put it together. Save money and get great food and have fun. It's a great way to teach the kids to learn how to cook. It's great for date night. Hand me that box, whatever's in there, and throw it in there. Thank you. Sign up today. 50% off at HelloFresh. That's 50% off plus your first box ships for free with the code BTShow50. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Coming up, history in the making. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin out today. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Brent Terhune, professional comedian, joins us.
Hello. Can you pronounce his name properly, please?
Terhune.
Terhune.
And here's Tom Griswold.
Are you of, what is the ethnicity of Terhune?
Sure, whatever that accent is. I don't know.
It's got to be Swedish for pig on board, or there's a cow in the kitchen, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Terhune.
I think the Irish translation is like one who lives on a hill, I think is what it was.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Griswold means pig of the woods, right? Or something like that?
Not pig of the woods.
I think it
I
is.
think it's,
It's probably, what am I saying?
Boar?
You're probably.
Exactly.
Hello, fellow pig. Did I ever tell you the time I sat with Hunter S. Thompson? Yeah, you told us.
Time now to review.
Now?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Time now for today in history. Do you know what number without looking?
Yes, April 25th.
I saw you side-eye it.
No. I know that because it's my sister's birthday.
Okay.
So happy birthday, Jan. This is interesting. 1886, this man, Brent.
Yeah.
This man opened his practice in Vienna. Who is it?
Freud.
Freud is correct. Sigmund Freud opened it. Wow.
Wait a minute. Your birthday's the 22nd.
Right.
Your sister's birthday's the 25th, all in April. What about your brothers? They in April too?
No, they're not. Where are you going with
Oh, it
this?
was the anniversary.
I would think that
Family, yeah.
your mother and your father had all planned out. And all right, it's baby birthday.
Is your dad's birthday 9 months before?
Let us mate.
No, there are no kids 9 months before the Tom's dad's birthday. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's his
Sorry.
birthday.
This is a math problem I can't do. Thank you. That's very nice. 1886, Sigmund Freud opens his practice in Vienna.
It's time I put the shingle out.
Yeah. You ever been to Vienna, Christy?
I have not.
You'd like it. Sausage
Austria.
fest.
Silly.
And everywhere.
Hey, that's gimmick infringement. Stop talking.
Big sausage,
My bit.
teeny sausage.
Yeah. The origin of the MILF, by the way.
Oh, really?
Well, Freud, his whole theory.
Yeah.
Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody and their mother's talking about that.
This is interesting. In 1947, President Ace, 1947, the President of the United States of America opened a bowling alley at the White House. Who was that?
Oh, it's got to be Truman because...
Wasn't FDR.
Yeah, FDR would have to have one of those little those gutters that came up to, like
the bumpers?
waist level. No,
but I bet
he
there's
would just set the ball in the
right. Right now, there's a wheelchair bowler listening that could kick your ass bowling from
I don't
his
think
chair.
so.
I think there is.
If I had a healthy shoulder,
if I had a healthy shoulder.
No one likes you, starting with me.
I'm just saying, there's some guy that could kick your ass in bowling in a wheelchair.
I don't believe it.
This is interesting. Apparently, the alley was closed by Eisenhower. This gets confusing, and then apparently Kennedy put in a pool or something, and then
Didn't they
Nixon
fill it
covered
in?
it up with another bowling. I don't know. This is
I thought Kennedy put in a one of those floors with lights in the bottom of it, and a DJ booth.
I think Marilyn went swimming there. 1953, Francis Crick and James Watson discovered
the
DNA, creating a book that they forced high school kids to read that none of them could ever understand.
Watson and Crick.
Uber nerds.
Why haven't they started some sort of because they have like Shakespeare and Dodds or whatever? They're two people, a private detective agent. Why haven't they gone Watson and Crick? I've always wondered that. Write that down.
Okay.
Josh will write that up.
Is it because Sherlock Holmes' assistant is Watson? So maybe there's already the Watson and thing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't. Maybe so.
They published the DNA thing in Nature magazine.
Yes.
Did you like Nature magazine?
Yeah, that was a weekly. We got it. Couldn't. I'm sorry. I can't.
A lot of
pretend
beaver
that.
shots.
Yeah. Whoever invented the blacklight probably discovered DNA before they did.
What about?
Oh, that was Mitch Cumstein from Caddyshack.
Mitch Cumstein. The 1978, the Philly Fanatic debuted.
Really?
The terrifying, looks like a monster.
Is that a dinosaur? What is that?
He's a weirdo, isn't he?
They did a documentary on the guy who was originally in the Philly Fanatic, and I guess he coaches mascots now. And he came up, with Gritty. I guess he. You
gotta comb the dingleberries out. That's the secret.
You gotta.
Mascots need a coach.
If you want a good mascot, evidently.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, 1874, Guglielmo Marconi. No, we have won the Marconi Award. I'm glad they didn't call it the Guglielmo Award. He's the inventor of radio.
Yeah, but the Googies would be a good
I guess
hell of a celebration.
That would be cool. Edward R. Murrow, born in this date in 1908.
The R's for Rodney. He doesn't get over.
I tell you.
Yeah, very serious. Don't you?
Oh, sure. Yeah. He had to be.
Except for person to person.
This is London.
And tonight we're talking with Liberace. Lee, how are things out there?
Now,
where's your mother? Really?
Oh, it's a shame Pat's not here.
Why? I got a Beatles
Beatles
thing?
trivia?
Gotta
Even
be.
better, 1917, the birthday of Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh.
He's got a great song, The Rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. We'll have him play it tomorrow if he's here. 1940, Al Pacino.
Yeah. Who did a Dunkin' Donuts commercial? It's out there if you go on your Twitter or whatever your social thing.
Did he do it as the scent of a man guy?
No, he's something like it's not a cappuccino. It's a
It's from the movie Jack and Jill.
Cappuccino or
The
whatever.
Sandler movie, yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday, Adam Silver from the NBA. He portrays a lizard person in real life. And now we turn to what we learned on today's show.
Josh Arnold teabagging to start the day again. And didn't we give him a nickname like the teacher, and you were going to be a hitman for the mafia? Or...
Class dismissed.
Yeah. Call the teacher. Teach him a lesson. We did another Gangsta-Lean, William Devon. Be thankful for what you got. We made that
Great
song. Aaron Rodgers is officially a New York Jet. We had nothing to add to that. Let's see. The square-wheeled bicycle almost took over the show.
Yeah.
Google it. It's a marvel. It's really cool.
Really.
A true marvel.
I think if you need to remember one thing is that if you or anyone you know likes the cartoon, enjoyed the cartoon, looks forward to the cartoon, Inspector Jackoff or Inspector Gadget, it's a
Great
bad deal.
It's fun.
And I missed it. I don't know where I was, but Christy choked on a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, boy, it was bad.
She almost died.
You're not supposed to swallow
died.
two at a time.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Brent.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode. Join us.
It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired. Okay. What? Here we go. I love the excursions with me and Welling. It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.